All right, you guys ready?
No.
Something
about poison.
Is that a yes? What the hell just happened?
Sound like Filthy Frank there.
All right, I'll assume that's a yes.
Yeah.
Hello, gamers. Welcome to welcome to Magic Pixel episode 26. I hope everybody's doing well. We're big chilling here. I think I got everything correct.
Looks
like
it.
Yeah, everything looks okay.
Yeah, I look really good.
You look really good.
Yeah, make
I
him
agree.
bigger.
Make him bigger. Okay. Which one
You
is
should
it?
just expand his image so that he's the 6 pieces of Exodia.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Which one of these is
Can
he?
we just Honzo on every single one of these panels instead?
That's a good idea.
Make him a 4-panel emote, and then his hat alone takes up 2.
Honzo stood still for so long, I thought he froze.
Do you not have?
thought he
Do you not
froze.
have a 4-panel of your face or your hat, Honzo?
No. I was thinking about getting new emotes, but they'll be lizard themed.
Nice.
In what way?
I got Debo themed.
Just straight up, they'd be lizards. That's
That's
lizards or orcs. Orc ladies. I already have orc female orc warlord. I think she's a warlord.
I don't even know what she is.
For my sub thingy.
Your badge.
So
I love how long it took you to get through that. You're like a female, an orc. She's an orc. You know how orcs are.
Yeah, for real.
Name
Is it-
4 iconic lizards.
4 iconic Gia monster. Horned lizard.
What?
You
horned lizard was
and
the fall.
iguana.
These are species. I thought we're like.
Like specific
Named a lizard.
lizards.
Yes, of course.
Names
Lizards
like
that are
that.
important. to pop culture.
Godzilla.
Okay, sure. Give him that.
That's the given one.
Hold up.
Fake fan.
Bruh.
Fake lizard.
This
Bruh?
there's only one.
Godzilla was the end?
What about the fucking Geico gecko?
Yeah.
He gave you that one. You got 2 more.
Yeah, he did give me that one. Tobal 2 lizard. I forget his name. I think it's just lizard. And
Nice.
then,
Somebody on your list is going to be lizard.
and then the Dota commentator.
Got him.
What about Littlefoot?
Yeah.
He's not a
Dude,
lizard.
I was
He's
gonna
a
bring up
fucking.
Land Before Time. You're
They're
gonna
dinosaurs.
bring up that.
Wait, dinosaurs
They're
are lizards now?
dinosaurs.
It's all relative.
Dinosaurs are not lizards.
Are snakes lizards?
Snakes are not lizards.
Okay.
By whose
reptiles.
jurisdiction?
I would have said the anaconda snake that ate Ice Cube if I was gonna say that,
I was gonna say Orochimaru.
or that. Or, you know, like
Great
Yorgamander,
salamander. What's his name?
Yorgamander, whatever the
Honzo.
fuck
Jormungandr, yeah. Jormungandr is a serpent.
I'm
Or serpents,
surprised.
not lizards.
I'm surprised.
Dinosaurs
you
are a group of reptiles.
it is. That's a
Wait, you
fucking
don't pronounce
lie.
the J in that name?
That's a fucking lie.
Reptiles doesn't.
You're gonna tell me a
mean
Bronchiosaurus is a fucking
Does it not?
lizard?
Are lizards not reptiles?
Yeah,
Lizards
are humans
reptiles,
not
but
fucking
reptiles are not necessarily
primates?
lizards.
So who's got the preview ready? It was Rynge. You got the recap?
And welcome to Magic Pixel Session 26, everybody. Glad you can join us for another week right here on twitch.tv/Sajam. Last time we had episode 25, where the crew kind of bonded with the Orc commune a little bit, got to stay overnight, rest up from their harrowing adventures in the Barrelstock Forest, as well as encountering head-on the former Chieftain Krusk, along with his goons, his shaman chieftain, as well as it's like fire elemental that he had brought up and spawned himself, in addition to a couple of the other orc goons as well. It was a long fight, but the heroes prevailed as they usually do, and they were able to kind of usurp him and put Krunk into place as the leader and chieftain of this orc commune. And then Krunk offered them a full night's rest and to participate in the festival and celebration tomorrow, to kind of uplift the commune spirits and kind of introduce them to the fact that there's going to be a new chieftain running the scenario. So a lot of you competed in the various performances and events that took place at the festival. We saw Minoscus take home the Triple Crown Championship with the I believe the slap fight, the drinking contest, as well as the stalagmite throwing. So it was a very well done from him. And then we also saw Dala Brakka best Sunlight in one of the in our premier rap battle of the campaign as well, which was very, very sick. Alexander, of course, went up to his usual shenanigans, making sure brackets were rigged and things were manipulated behind the scenes as per usual, while always keeping a keen eye on what was going on. And the most suspicious activity really that happened during the whole festival was the fact that one of the bigger orcs, kind of not an Orog, but almost Orog size, named Dench, actually withdrew from the slapping contest himself, who he was going to face, I believe, I can't remember the other guy's name in the moment. But he was going to face one of the other orcs who was being very racist, Soren, who Soren bested in the competition as well to get to the finals to face Minoscus in the first place, using his smite power to knock him into tomorrow. While Minoscus did best him in the finals, it was a very hard-fought grand finals as well. And after that, we saw Dench, the orc that kind of bowed out of the competition himself, asked Krunk to participate in the slab fight as kind of a ceremonial congratulations for being the new chieftain. But when that happened, you saw specifically Alexander Atoq noticed that coated on the hand and the fingernails of the orc Dench was a purple liquid that seemed to like scratch as soon as he scratched him with his nails, kind of seep into the bloodstream and the face of Krunk, which made him start convulsing. And then Dench actually gave a pretty impassioned speech about basically Krunk ruining the orcs' chances to kind of expand and gather more power for themselves. And that's what we're going to pick up. So we can see that Krunk, I believe, is still kind of convulsing on the ground. And you see some of the orcs kind of rushing over to him, trying to check what exactly is going on as he's convulsing from this poison, presumably, that is running through his veins. You could see Dench, the orc that did this, kind of still yelling at Krunk on the ground, but kind of being restrained by a lot of the other orcs. There's about 4 or 5 orcs all just grabbing him, grabbing his different arms and limbs to make sure that he doesn't do anything, and it is a restraint in the moment. What do you all want to do?
I'm gonna rush Krunk, and I'll spend 5 points of lay on hand to cure the poison.
Okay, so you go to you spend the 5 points of lay on hand, you cure a disease, I believe it is, and you can see that the convulsing does stop a bit, but there's like no consciousness to Krunk at this point. Like, he is still breathing, but the poison seems to be either too lethal or something. There's more to it than just kind of quelling it with the lay on hands itself. He does stop violently shaking on the ground and whatnot, and he seems a little bit more at peace, but there's no like response when you try to like slap him or wake him up in any way.
I'm looking for anybody hostile in the crowd.
Okay, give me a perception check.
I'm checking out this fox person. What are they doing?
Give me a perception check.
16.
Ooh, 20.
20. Okay. 16 for you, Alexander. You're looking around to see if there's anybody hostile in the crowd right now. A lot of the crowd is taken aback and shocked, the ones that are not making moves towards Krunk or Dench themselves. But you do see the female orc that looked a little shady, that was in the gambling contest, kind of give a little bit of a wry smile at this whole scene. And she's not approaching anything or anything like that, but she definitely seems to be reacting differently than the rest of the orcs herself. Then you, Atoq, taking a look around, trying to find this fox person. You do not see him.
What the fuck? I'm going to get Sunny and just be like, get in the air and search for the lupine.
Okay.
Hey, Minoscus, you see that one over there? And I point her out.
The fox lady?
No, the orc, the orc girl that's fucking leering.
Oh. What about her?
Why don't you go and bring her over here? Seems like she might have had something to do with this plot.
Okay, I'll slowly walk towards that lady that Alexander pointed out.
I'll stay like 10 steps behind them, kind of concealed.
I want to react to if she starts to like try to run off or something.
Okay, for sure. Sounds good. And then Soren, Dala Brakka, do you guys want to do anything else in the meantime?
What's the situation with them restraining the guy? Do they got him? Or
There's like, yeah, they don't. He doesn't seem to be going anywhere. He's a big orc, but a lot of orcs are coming over and grabbing him. Like there's like a couple on each limb, basically. So he doesn't seem to be moving.
He didn't.
Okay.
He didn't roll with anybody in the competition, right? When we first encountered him, he was just rocking solo.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm just gonna try to see what's wrong with him and see if I can find anybody around who can help him with the poison.
Okay, give me a medicine check.
Medicine. Professional at these.
I think I know what happened.
9.
9. Okay. I mean, yeah, you definitely can determine that it's a poison of some kind, as well as a pretty dangerous poison, considering your lay on hands does not immediately like just bring him back to normal. So it's definitely something that is pretty high in terms of pay grade and whatnot. So as you continue on, Minoscus, you are walking towards this orc lady. Who is looking a little bit shady. She sees you kind of walk towards her, and she doesn't run or move or anything like that, but she does stop looking towards your direction, and she just seems to be like finagling with some cards in her hand.
All right. I need to talk to you for a second, and I try to kind of motion her towards where we were before. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I'm like, oh crap, this guy's dying. This lady looks suspicious, I guess. I don't know.
She goes, okay. And she kind of like, she doesn't really look at you. She just keeps like finagling with the cards, and she goes, oh, the Triple Crown champ wants a word?
Yes, please. Could you step right here? I try to get her in front of me so that way, like, I could keep an eye on her while we walk back to where we were.
She goes, if you want words, then have them. And she doesn't seem to be making any moves to go anywhere.
Please, lady.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, that was pretty good.
I was told not to touch women without their permission. You said persuasion?
Yes.
+1. 15.
15? Wow. She goes, all right. She kind of like puts the cards away, and she goes, this better not be a waste of my time. She gets up and starts letting you lead her to where you are trying to lead her to.
Where's Dala Brakka?
That's a good question. Because last I checked, I was just in the crowd watching the slap fight. But I think I'm like not too far away from where I at least was Soren's original location was.
I'm gonna move through the crowd until I find Dala, and I'm going to gesture for him to follow me. And
I give you the droopy lip stare, but I get it.
I'm headed toward the manor.
Okay. Gotcha. Back towards the Chieftain Manor, if you will, the one that Krunk recently took residence for himself.
Cool.
So you're gonna head that direction, along with Dala Brakka, and then Minoscus. You are leading this lady orc over towards where exactly?
It was where the group was, but now they've split. So
I was off by myself.
Yeah, I'm by the guy who's down, so.
I guess, yeah, by Krunk.
By Krunk? Okay.
Yeah, Krunk.
Okay, so she like kind of follows you over and then eventually stops once you kind of like lead her in that direction. Pretty much like outside the crowd that's kind of waiting around Krunk. She doesn't seem to like want to get in that crowd just outright. She kind of turns to you and goes, what are these words you have for me?
I look around for Alexander.
You don't see me at all. I take a step out from like the other side of Minoscus and like behind her, and I'm like, why exactly do you seem so happy about the situation that's occurring?
She kind of like looks around for a second. What's your stealth check?
It was 21.
21, okay. So she kind of looks around for a second, not seemingly knowing where you're coming from, and she goes, so you are just the brawn, just as I thought, huh? Kind of telling you that, Minoscus.
No, he's much
mean?
better. He's much more than that. Give him
What does
some
brawn
credit.
mean?
Mean strong, big man, strong.
I was told that before.
She goes, I bet you've been told that a lot. I mean, why wouldn't I be looking rather happy? I'm sure you heard the impassioned speech from Dench. He's not speaking falsities.
I mean, so is everybody else here, and yet they all seem just as surprised.
How surprising. That's not what you brought up in the first place. But this is a little bit surprising.
I can't tell it by the look on your face.
She goes, hey, sometimes glee overpowers other emotions.
Oh, so you're happy.
And yes, I made that clear from the beginning.
So you didn't have anything to do with what happened here.
Of course not.
Insight check.
Oh,
Natural 20. 2 natural 20s.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Yeah, she did not roll well. No, she definitely seems to have a hand in it.
Well, then tell me why it is I don't believe you at all.
She goes, you're newcomers here. I wouldn't expect you to believe me. You seem like a careful one, considering I can't even see your face from wherever you're speaking.
I tap her shoulder.
He vented.
All right, then. He vented.
He faked task.
It's cracked. Oh, cracked the neck. She goes, okay then. Well, are there any other questions you have?
Not right now. Let's wait till everything settles down, but I think you're gonna be staying with us until we get what we need out of you.
Is that the case?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
So be it. You don't really know how our laws work here, but by all means,
Can
try to.
Can I walk up in the middle of this end of this conversation?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to listen to her.
And she goes, by all means, try to enforce whatever ways you will, but you'll find out that this Orc commune doesn't exactly work like the surface world.
I mean, we don't exactly play by the rules up there either.
Oh wait, is she trying to be like, hey, you're gonna have to kill us if you want to make something happen? Because I'll just kill her. It's not a problem.
I mean, she's just playing tough.
Yeah, well, so did the big chief man with all his rubies and stuff, and he was pretty easy to cut up.
And you can see, give me an insight check, Soren.
Sure.
I won all
And
the
anybody that's watching.
You guys don't seem that tough.
What was it, Soren? Oh
19.
man, that was funny. 19. You can see she tries to hide it, but there's a little tinge of pain when you talk about Krusk and his fall for sure.
Yeah, she's definitely a fan. I just like kind of look at my like whatever blood is left on my gauntlet, probably from the slap fight, to be honest. I just look at like whatever blood's on my gauntlet. I'm like, yeah, you know, it's not so tough cutting you guys up. Shouldn't be a problem if there's more of you involved.
It was whatever you say. She goes, most of our goals will not go accomplished, and that has already been set in stone. It seems a little somber when she says that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let this one out of your sight, Minoscus. And I fucking sneak back into the crowd and fucking keep an eye on her and anybody looking at her.
I fat roll back over to Kronk.
I'm staring very intently, trying to do my assignment. Not keeping an eye off her.
This is his face.
Fucking got one eye wandering around and the other one's on it.
I'm like a lizard. I just learned.
Did
from
you say
Atoq.
one eye's cocked? Like,
Damn, that shit. That is a new ability for Minoscus. That's in the freaking, what's it called?
wild
The new
soul.
Adventures League shit.
Yeah, the new AL. Got bug eyes, bug snacks.
Bug snacks. Woo.
Enemies have disadvantage against you.
So you can see as the orcs kind of gather around Krunk, and you can see some of like the medical personnel, basically some type of medicinal experts in the orc commune kind of come over and start trying to treat Krunk, and they kind of pick him up and start taking him somewhere. Opain actually is the one that kind of like steps up and starts kind of barking out orders a little bit, and he tells the medicinal personnel to take him back towards the manor. And he turns towards the orcs that are restraining Dench and are like, take him to the prison and we will talk to him later. and they begin to take him into a specific area of the commune as well. But while this is happening, you, Atoq, as well as Dala Brakka, have been making your way all to the manor at this point and are probably arrived. What do you want to do?
What's the how far is it to the manor?
From where you're at right now, not too far. I would say maybe like a few minutes walk.
Fuck. Okay. I look at Dala Brakka, realizing that they might be coming this way, and just say, a wind blows branches, but only one's acorn falls. And I go inside. And then, I'm looking for the vault.
Mm-hmm.
And any tracks leading to the vault via a furry little fella running in. And if not, I'm breaking into that vault.
Okay. So give me a survival check for the tracks.
As we walked up to the manor, were there any like orcs watching guard that we noticed?
Yeah, I would say so. They're pretty casual about it, and they're maybe not be watching the manor specifically, but kind of watching the area.
Mm-hmm.
And they clock you guys as you come by, unless you're trying to be super stealthy about it, but they don't seem to bother you or anything.
Not
I'm just gonna take note of their appearances for now, just in case I need it.
Okay.
I got an 8 on survival.
8 on survival? Okay, there doesn't seem to be any tracks regarding furry little critters or like.
I'm headed to that vault. I'm breaking in.
Okay, yeah, it is locked once again. Give me a thieves tools check.
Cast guidance before I do it.
New tools, nice and shiny.
Natural
Yeah,
one.
it's gonna fail. It's
It
fucked.
burns his hands as he uses them. Alcohol.
17.
17? Okay, so not only do you fail, but you also did not check for traps this time, which has been rearmed. So I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Wait, wasn't there like some kind of rune or something?
3.
Indeed. 3? Okay. We'll get into
You know,
Poison
Dala
sprays
Brakka
directly
did
in your
not
mouth.
follow the plan whatsoever.
I know what the fucking acorn thing was, dude. I mean,
You're the acorn, obviously. And the
I have
wind
to
is,
say that was
your
very,
imagination.
that was so incredibly in character, but boy, what a way to describe this situation. Like this man, he had turned to you and recited Sun Tzu and walked inside, just like.
So because of the rune going off, you take 26 poison damage. So you are just coated in this viscous green goo that definitely begins to just not make you feel good whatsoever.
Is there like an upstairs to this fucking place?
can I just use healing word on him now?
Cure
Yeah,
wounds.
yes, there is upstairs, and yes, you could heal him if you so please.
All right.
Use your wounds.
Yeah, you can use cure wounds from the mic.
I could. How about them acorns, huh? I'm using cure wounds for sure.
It
I
seemed
didn't
as
roll off that. Sorry.
the tree fell. We must flee.
I don't like that.
This guy, man.
You got 8 back.
Almost half.
Man, your whole fucking face got melted.
Oh. Yeah, I'm going to go upstairs and attempt to wash myself off, as well as get Dala Brakka up here, and I'm going to try and escape out the window. And I'm going to tell Dala Brakka we are compromised.
I mean, maybe I could try to hold him off if you want to try again. I could turn into one of the guards and maybe like stall anybody who comes in.
The vault, I am covered in the proverbial ink. I
mean,
I think I can get away with it.
I'm feeling all right. I think I can maybe, I can heal you a couple more times, but
It's more of the pigment.
All right. Okay. Well then.
I had an idea of certain goals from individuals. Turned out not to be the truth, as well as to take advantage of the situation. I failed, hence the acorns. And then I'm gonna jump out of a window. I'm straight up just going out of a window and like climbing the roof or something. I don't
Let me
know.
rebuttal. He just fucking the acorns and just.
Acorns, buddy.
That's the image that got me good. It's just like, hence the acorns, and then just fucking deuces out the window. No chance of a response.
I'll climb the roof and then climb down the back or something.
Okay, that's fine. Give me a perception check as you do it.
Now I'm tempted to try out this damn this vault.
17.
17. Okay, as you're coming down from the back, like in the back area of the manor itself, you can see there's like a few orc children, you know, playing like some type of sporting event in the back. But that's about all you see.
Do they see me?
Oh no, they're not. They don't seem to be paying attention to you while you're on the roof or anything.
All right, I'll walk away.
Okay.
I'm inside checking these children. There's always some shady shit with these kids.
Fucking kids, dude.
I'm just gonna see if they're not like an illusion or demons. 16. Are they demons?
16. They don't seem to be demons or anything like that. There is one specific kid that does seem to clock you for a second, and kind of like he pauses in the middle of playing the game, and kind of like it ends up like messing up the play a little bit, but then goes back to his playing.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna walk up to the kids.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pull out some moon wheat. I'm just gonna be like, here for your silence. I'm gonna give them some moon wheat.
Jesus Christ.
They go, what's this?
It'll make you forget.
Okay. Thanks.
Smoke it.
Smoke it.
Are you telling kids to smoke?
I'm definitely giving them
It's not
drugs.
good.
We here in Magic Pixel do not support giving drugs to children.
I have already
You could
fed
throw
my
dirt in their
newborn
face.
child alcohol, so
Yeah, Honzo
You
does.
Nine
bathed
alcohol, like drugs, like
as
the
well as
water was
human
drugs,
corpses.
wasn't it?
So there's a lot
He
going on.
bathed
with
in
me.
drugs, yes. There's a
bathed
lot
in
going on
drugs.
with me.
Moss said, I place a rake between the children's feet. Bonus action. Just like drop it.
I'll give him drugs, and then yeah, fuck him, yeah. I'll
Okay.
walk away.
While this is all going down, can I get onto the highest surface around and peek around in this crowd to see if anybody looks like they're planning to do an uprising? Can I do an uprising
Sure.
check?
So
Any
just sees
uprisings
me in the
here?
distance dealing drugs to kids.
Yeah.
Was that what he washed away?
Yeah, to start fucking implanting drugs in the orc community.
Oh, why are you doing all that? Do we know where the Bing Bang twins are? Or any of
You
the
can clock the Bing Bang twins if you want to look for them. Give me a perception check.
Yeah,
And then
I wanna-
you can get a perception check too, Soren.
I want to look around like the manor to see if any of the Bing Bang twins or the East Side orcs are in the house.
Big 8.
Big 8, okay.
20 total.
20 total, okay. So for the 8, in terms of the uprising check, there doesn't seem to be like a sect growing or anything like that. There doesn't seem to be like a group of rioters or pitchforkers that are looking to kind of gather the people that are upset about the situation and do something about it. There doesn't seem to be like that growing, really. There's a lot of uneasiness going on. There's definitely a lot of people looking unsure about whatever the fuck just happened and kind of the overall state of the commune at the moment. But nobody looking to start an uprising.
Can I grab Mopane and just be like, hey, bro, announce everybody. Just chill, have some drinks, wind down a little bit. Everything will get sorted out. It's cool, man. And I'm going to walk away and go towards wherever they're taking the boss, man.
Okay, Open goes, listen up, everybody. We have an issue, obviously, but it looks like our friend Soren here was able to quell the poisoning from going too far deep into our new chieftain, Crunk. So because of that, we're going to be trying to chill out. Everybody in Dench has been apprehended. Just have some drinks, enjoy the rest of the festival, and we'll get back to normal life as soon as we can. And he kind of announces that to everybody. And then, you know, people will still go about their festivities, but, you know, some are still looking very uneasy. 20 total for you, Dala Brakka, correct?
Yes.
on the East Side Orcs and
Yes.
the Bing Bang Twins. You remember that when you were walking away from the scene in the first place to go towards the manor with Atoq, that the East Side Orcs were very much right there in kind of the circle that was surrounding Krunk to try to get him back up and at him. So they're pretty close. The Bing Bang Twins were not in that vicinity, but they do seem to be kind of in like the middle of the crowd, kind of between you and the manor. You saw them on your way back towards the manor itself, kind of talking and looking uneasy with a few of the different members of the Orc Society.
Okay.
Can I just say, since I led Jeremy into the situation, I feel like I should be honest. Jeremy, I just led us into a house, and people saw us go in, and then I just broke into the vault that is clearly off limits, and it exploded. So I just want to let you know.
I get it. I was actually gonna I was planning on transforming into one of the Bing Bang Twins and trying to finish the job before we get got. But
that's your prerogative. I'm just letting you know. I don't want to ambush you with the situation that I caused.
Nah, we're the heroes of this town.
Don't be.
Hence the Acorns. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Of course.
He's trying to make sure you're not the acorn they find off the tree.
Is Wodan in here? while I'm looking around, is Wodan here?
He's in the
with you at the moment, no. He's
No, I mean like in the manor. Like, was he last seen in the manor? He was like showing.
No.
He won the gambling thing.
Yeah, he won the gambling competition and then paid a talk back and was presumably keeping near your guys' group until all of you went separate directions, and now he's probably just standing somewhere helpless.
Oh boy. Okay. All right.
I'll grab Wodan and pick him up with one hand.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna head outside then. I don't trust myself enough to try to crack open this vault.
Okay. So you're gonna head outside, follow Atoq through the window, or are you trying to get out just like the normal way?
To the wall.
How high up is this window?
It's about 10 feet.
No, I'm going down the main way.
10 feet.
Gotcha. So you go out the main way, and you can see probably about like 60, 80 feet away from you is like this kind of conglomerate of orcs bringing Krunk to the manor itself. But they don't seem to be like, hey, stop right there or anything like that. They're just kind of concerned with Krunk and trying to get him into the manor.
I open the door and bring him in. Like, yeah, get him in here as soon as you can.
Okay. Nice. Give me a raw charisma check.
Yeah.
It should be +5.
That is +5.
Yeah, because it's just raw charisma.
Yeah, so So what is that? 18.
18. If you rolled a 13, 18. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I mean everybody definitely is seeing you as an ally in this moment for sure. What were you gonna say, Alexander?
I was gonna meander over to Opain and be like,
okay.
I point out the orc lady and I'm like, she seems to be a co-conspirator to the poisoning. You might want to question her.
He goes, very well. Zaga's definitely had some hands in all types of mischief here in the village before, so yes, there will be questioning done. He's like, are you interested in being at the questioning, you and your brigade?
I mean, we'll let you know. Not as of right now, but because we got to get moving.
I got you. Okay, and yes, I understand you do need to get moving soon. I have some suspicions about this poison that I want to take a look at, have some of the medicinal people take a look at, and once we figure it out, we might have something to ask of you, if that's okay.
All right, I mean, we should be here, for at least a few more hours.
That should be all it takes.
I slink back away.
Okay.
Over to Minoscus.
Gotcha, Minoscus. Yeah, you're just staring at the lady orc.
Falling asleep, standing up.
She's just staring back at you, and she goes, very impressive with the Triple Crown Championship and all, but couldn't get it done when it came to the intelligence games, could you?
What does intelligence mean? Could you use smaller words?
She just like sighs, stops talking.
Good.
Can't even own him. He doesn't even know. He's like...
How can you get got if I never knew?
Too powerful indeed. Okay, so you've gathered up back with Minoscus and Zaga, the female orc. Soren, what are you doing during this now? Or did you follow them to take Krunk to the manor, or after you kind of like surveyed the area? Do you want to do anything specific?
I'll just go meet up with Minoscus and Alexander.
Okay.
I'm trying to find Jimbo.
You're trying to find Jimbo. Okay.
Oh shit, yeah.
That's going to be kind of a tough task because he's invisible. Give me a perception check.
Can you see the frames?
Jimbo.
Yeah, you got to really try to see the frames on this one.
No, 10.
10? No, he doesn't seem to be any vicinity. And you're pretty adept at looking for invisible things. Like, you have that mentality, and you're trying to look and see if there's any specific weird like motions in the air, you know what I mean, where he's like knocking something over that shouldn't be knocked over, or there's any footprints with no body to relate them to. But no, you don't seem to see any signs of Jimbo at the moment.
Can I bonus action activate my tremor sense?
Ooh, yes,
and
you can.
try and suss out the difference between all the tremors around and try to find one that shouldn't belong.
Yeah. Give me another perception check.
Can Jimbo's invisibility be like the Predator's invisibility?
It should be.
23 this time.
23 this time. Okay, so you bust out your tremor sense device and start taking a look around, and you do notice pretty much like all these orcs are generally of a certain size, you know what I mean, about like 6 feet and up. About like 180 and up. The skinniest orc probably like 180. So there's definitely a pretty substantial size difference between an orc and this deep gnome that you're looking for here. And you do notice a bit of smaller tremors coming in a direction kind of near the manor, but a little bit off to the west.
I'll head over there because I'm pretty sure I don't know if I can just see Minoscus in the crowd standing in the middle of it.
And usually in most crowds you can, and you can in this one. He's a little bit tougher to pick out, but if you spend a little bit of time, you'll see him without too much trouble.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go find Jimbo and then try and get him over to everyone.
Okay, so you finding Jimbo, and you just like you say, "Hey Jimbo," while he's invisible, or what do you do?
I just say, "Gnome."
No shit.
Let us reconvene as to maybe leave this place. It seems to have gotten dicey.
Yes, we need to get the fuck out of here ASAP.
I concur. You see, the wind's blow. I escort him back.
Yes. The proverb about acorns. I know that one. And he goes and walks with you.
Yeah, I'll escort him back to wherever Minoscus is standing.
Okay, so you guys kind of meet up around the slap fight area, because that's kind of where that was all taking place at, and where Alexander, Minoscus, and the Lady Orc haven't gone too far away from. And Dala, Brakka, are you following Atoq during this, or are you doing something else?
Oh, I'm gonna try to. He's a slippery fella.
I'm not stealthing out here, so.
All right, so yeah, you won't have any problems following him to go find Jimbo, and then kind of reconvene with the rest of your party over by the Krunk area, kind of away from the manor, but like in the kind of the south end of the commune itself. Well, you guys are all back together with this lady orc named Zaga. What do you want to do?
I'll walk up and just be like, "Oh, who is this orc woman?"
She's a co-conspirator to the assassination attempt.
Oh.
Waiting for the orcs to come grab her.
Do they know her?
I would informed Opain of what happened.
It does not seem like a priority if she is still here with us.
I mean, they are dealing with, a rioting crowd and everything that just happened, poison new chieftain leader and all that.
You'd figure the crowd would riot toward her.
I mean, they don't know.
I grab Opain. I'm like, hey, bro, where the fuck's the prison, man?
The prison. You go find Opain?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, a couple of minutes, you bring him back. Or you ask him where the prison is. He points you in the direction. It's kind of in the like middle west of the actual commune itself. So like pretty kind of north from where you guys are right now. It's like a couple minutes walk.
Okay. I'll look for like the nearest guards.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna you find some of the designated orc patrol, if you will, and you bring them over, and yeah, they kind of be like, all right, what's the problem here?
Yeah, we need to throw this woman in another cell. She's involved with what went down.
She goes, you have no proof of that.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, magically we'll have proof of that soon enough. She seems like she's involved. I mean, she's basically admitted it.
I've basically admitted it. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I saw her vent out and she came through right when it happened.
I'm gonna look at the guard fucking straight in his face and just say, I do not think your laws are very sophisticated. Grab her and put her in the jail.
And they go, we just don't throw people behind bars without proof of the involvement of criminal activity.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You're impressed by that, lizard?
Yes. Given I gesture around.
And they go, well, that is not what we're going to do here. So unless you have some evidence, I suggest just leaving this woman alone.
Okay. Let us
All right. I mean, sure. You don't want the help. I mean, fine. Let's get the hell out of here.
I nod. No, watch our back.
Okay. And you hear Jim go, got it.
I just have a backpack full of stuff. It's like, yeah, let's leave. I came for what I came for. Let's go.
Grab Wodan.
No, grab Wodan. Who are you telling that to?
Anyone, just stick
Anyone?
Not it.
Wodan just kind of slinking through. You catch him out. Just, oh God. I was looking for you guys.
Hey, what up, Brodan? Hey, do we have to do anything, Alexander? Didn't somebody want us or something?
What do you mean? I mean, Opain wanted us to stay behind, but I mean, they don't want our help. Let's just go.
All right. I mean, if it's cool and everything's all right, I don't.
Also, Minoscus, get that eye off her. You don't have to do that anymore.
He pushes him
My
back.
eyes are dry. Oh,
You should.
birds.
Use your tongue to moisturize.
I forgot.
That's
dude.
gross,
People
man.
have like
Can
long
you?
tongues. They do it.
They do, but I don't know if it's that long.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll try.
He just goes straight
I'll
up his
just lick
nose
my
like a
face.
giraffe.
Give me a
Minotaurs are built
dexterity.
different.
Try
Give me a
spinning in the air and trying to catch it.
What's the tongue length roll?
Dex,
I told him dexterity.
check.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good check.
Natural 20. 22.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Gene Simmons? What the heck?
I have an abnormally long tongue.
There's a moisturizing those eyeballs like they've never been moisturized before.
I can just picture him with like a beady look, doing the Atoq, just smiling, and the tongue just slips out, and just wee. Wee.
It's making the squeaky noise when he's licking his eyes.
It's like a Ren and Stimpy cartoon. He's like getting under the eyelids and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
At
God.
the end, it's just like a little.
Yeah.
Yup.
Minoscus, you see better than you've seen in quite some time. all that gunk, that filter on top of your eyeball is just gone.
Natural
Windshield
Roto
wiper.
Z saliva. Nice. Dude.
Yeah,
my
yeah, the eye drugs.
Eye drugs.
I can see. I can fight.
Minoscus. Oh shit! You got. This is
Uh,
like, wow, you're a lizard.
I thought you were all human.
I just look around. I'm like, wait, do we even need to do anything else here? Like,
I'm already walking out of town.
Yeah, I'm out.
We fulfilled our contract.
I have failed, but let us leave.
Hey, yeah, why do you look so messed up? What happened?
They
Something about acorns. We don't have to talk about it, right?
Well, I figured one suspicious activity beget an opportunity, so I took it.
Okay.
It failed.
Obviously.
You guys aren't so good with locks, huh? Keep that in mind.
You aren't so good with strength.
I'm incredibly strong, actually.
I look at Minoscus.
He is
He's-
godly strength. He's also like a foot and a half bigger than me.
Same with me. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna ask Jimbo back. Wait, stop. Jimbo,
What?
where are we going?
Oh, we're going to Mantle Dareth, right? That's where you guys trying to go? Because that's where I'm trying to go.
Yeah,
Sure.
but we do not know the way.
Yes, I will lead. And he's like, I'll drop invisibility once we get out of town proper. I don't really want to do that here.
Okay.
It's about 3 or 4 days travel. You guys think you need anything from this place before we leave?
Nah.
Hey, is that lady still around?
Zaga, she's wandered off since you guys
We left
seemingly
too.
left.
Yeah, unless she's following us.
Yeah, she's wandered off. If you want to try to see where she is before you leave, you can make a perception check.
20.
20? Yeah, she seems to be wandering back towards the larger end of the crowd. And as you keep an eye on her a little bit, she does seem to kind of wander off. She kind of mingles with the crowd for a little while, like for a few seconds, and then kind of wanders off towards the manor.
How many feet away?
From you right now,
Yeah.
probably 60 or 70.
She's in drop kicking distance.
Just drop kick her, dude.
I think I should.
You
Throw
should.
my ass.
I consider it. I just stare at her.
If we could try to interrogate her again, I do have a zone of truth, and I know you do too.
I can be real.
I look around.
why?
I'm like, we're leaving, right, bros?
I mean, yeah, they turned down our help, and I mean, I don't care that much.
If
Yeah.
she confesses to us, they seem not to care our opinion on her, so that incurs no truth unless they are present and they accept that truth.
In my
which
mind,
means
I
they
just
are not in the
envision
plot.
my boots on the back, right? Just dead center on her back, just this footprints, and I'm like, another day. And I'll just walk out with them.
You should
Hence the acorns.
I think you should do it. I mean, just fuck him. just kick him in bounce. I'm cool with that.
You're right. I run up and drop kick her in the crowd.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Don't we have a show to do soon? Don't we have these birds showing up to this venue,
bad.
getting ready to?
That already happened, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys ditch that.
13.
13.
Where's everyone else?
So you go up to dropkick her, and at the last second, she manages to dodge most of it. You clip it her shoulder a bit, and she does get hit. And she kind of turns around. And she goes, "Real fucking mature way to handle this.
Yeah, later, nerd." And I just run.
Real mature for sure."
Got the
Good
cable
luck
cover
with
me.
your coup.
I just run
The
out.
cable.
Yeah, the cable is just coming. Cover me.
I just boot. I just run out.
Okay.
We'll just watch him fail and then just run away.
All right, it was worth it. I got her shoulder.
I think that's a Feywild custom.
What?
That's how they said goodbye. Yeah, I heard it.
For sure, boot to boot.
All right. So you guys, what's up over there?
I almost started singing Metallica. That was the whiteness in me. I was like,
Shining through. So you guys make your way out of the Orc commune back towards the fork in the road, or fork in the cave, I should say, that you guys initially came to, where you saw Crust sucks eggs on the side of the cavern wall. And you begin to go down that other cavern that you were stopped from going down, and kind of wandered back to the Orc commune itself. And once you get down there, that's when Jimbo kind of drops his invisibility and he goes, "All right. That was quite the festival you guys did. I got fucking hammered, brother." That was good. They couldn't see me the whole time, so I was just sneaking drinks. It was good.
Are you hammered right now?
A little bit.
Insight check the little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll insight check too.
19.
26.
19 and 26.
25.
25. Okay, so you guys check him out a little bit, and he seems a little bit more drunk than a little bit, but he doesn't seem like hammered, like he's gonna fall over at any moment or anything like that.
I just want to make sure Sonny's with us.
Yes, Sonny is with you.
Just for fun, I get a piece of paper and pen and have him write Krusk sucks eggs, and I want to compare the writing on the wall to the paper.
Yeah. Why do you want me to write this down, bro?
I just want to see it, bud.
Okay. He like writes it and he shows it to you. It's like identical.
I chuckle. I knew it.
Nice one.
He goes, are you one of those guys that like can forge handwriting and stuff good?
No.
He's gonna inside check you.
I don't even know what check that is for Jeremy.
Oh,
It'd be deception,
I
right?
guess.
yeah, deception. Yeah.
Are you good?
Sorry about that.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you good?
I'm very good at that.
It's a
Oh, I
cheat.
cocked
You
on
should
my
be good at
mouse. 23.
He goes, all right, well, if you are, that could come in handy in Mantaldareth. There's always some shady shit going on there, but don't use it against me, please. If you are,
You
which
know-
doesn't seem like you are.
In retrospect, you really are the entire reason we got stuck here with all these orc bros.
Me?
Yeah, they thought we wrote the thing on the wall.
Why would they think that? I've been writing shit everywhere for weeks. They're stupid.
I guess they all suck eggs.
Why did they fucking think that? Great point.
They're like
They are
just too stupid as
Why
guards
did
and the
we? Why
fucking
did we
whole
argue
force.
with it?
I'm just like look around. I'm like, bro, why are orcs so stupid? I don't understand what just happened. This was the weirdest day ever.
I'm telling you, they needed to take my invention for this shit. It's weird. I'm glad we got this back. Let's go to Mantaldareth.
I'll follow.
I am going to dig a hole. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to give the deck of illusions to
Dala Brakka. Go.
Jim.
no Alexander.
Oh, Dan.
I'm gonna give it to Alexander. No, he already has the fucking deck of illusions. I'm gonna give him to Alexander and just be like, here is a special deck. You seem to have an infinity.
And beyond.
What? Oh, much appreciated. Yeah. What? Where'd you get this?
I stole it.
I mean,
All right, fantastic.
course.
What?
Oh, yeah.
You have any ideas to what it does?
It is unpredictable, but it will produce an illusion of a creature. There's 24.
All right. I mean, unpredictability is very fun.
I rolled the charges and there's 24.
Cool.
32.
Fat dick.
anyone want these? I have gauntlets of ogre strength.
Uh,
Anyone want to get strong? Any of you boys want to get strip into Mexico?
Fucking strong.
I will
gave
take the
drugs to
parapet,
children.
I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, now you'll take it.
Yeah, go ahead because I'm already healing for full every time I get hit die.
So
My reasoning is I'm gonna match my son. He has a necklace.
He does have that's true.
This is
a
wholesome,
likely story.
Weirdly,
So who is taking the gauntlets? Is it gonna be Honzo?
I got 8.
Jimbo's like, I'll take them bad boys.
Sorry,
No.
bro.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
I
keep,
don't know who you are.
yeah,
Who are you?
it down.
I got this. Just kidding. My strength's at minus.
I mean, who realistically would use strength?
You know, I could use being strong. A lot of the time, I end up in this scenarios where being weak sucks.
Bro, you got a strong will. He'll be fine.
God,
Grow a spine first.
The last time I seen you
Grow a spine
swing, it wasn't really anything to write home about, bud.
But I'll have the strength of an ogre. They
You
won't be
have
able
your
to
special
Yeah,
card.
accuracy.
Special
Sonny, does Sonny have the hands for these gauntlets?
My fucking bulldog dragon.
Just mad buff.
I got the accuracy of a deaf bat.
Just tie it on to him, man. Counts
I
as
mean-
wielding.
With how often Atoq goes up and just gets shanked all the time, being strong might help him. Maybe break
I
free
mean-
grapples.
I think he needs more con than anything, though.
If we're talking about this outside, I mean, it would be the most useful on Honzo, so he can carry more shit for his
Yeah,
class.
his feature. Yeah, it's his min maxing.
Fine, two campaigns in a row, sure.
Give me those motherfuckers.
I
I'm
can't believe
taking
he's
them.
got it 2 campaigns in a row. I'm so mad.
You know, he was just fucking sitting there quiet because he didn't want to say one of them.
Yeah,
I
both-
definitely want.
Do you have to hold on to both for like for you to get the full effect, or can you share one gauntlet with another person?
No, I think you need both.
What?
It's like
Like
Infinity
one gauntlet and give the other one
just
like
take
like
one
double dragons. Like
the other.
one has a medallion, the other one
You
does.
both-
You put it
no, you
together.
both
again.
have-
Cho'Gath? What the fuck are you talking
You
about?
both have 9 strength each after that.
Dude, that'd be
Just
sick.
reduces your strength.
That'd be sick.
So he's taking the
You're
gauntlets.
like left-handed, one's right-handed. It's like, oh, we can split these up.
So Hanzo's taking the gauntlets and the parafat. Is anything else transferring?
I have an
I
alchemy
gave
jug,
the-
but
the
I could
deck-
probably carry that.
To
Yeah, I have the deck.
Alexander. What was the other shit? You guys have a bunch of other shit though,
Oh,
right?
clockwork amulet is something else I got.
I got a gong.
Yeah, you got a clockwork amulet, you got a gong, you got a cloak of many fashions.
You should keep the gong and the pipes, Jeremy, for sure. Those are good.
I'm keeping both.
Yeah,
I'm keeping all of it, dude.
Yeah,
I
everything
think
you
the
got is
clockwork should go to one of the rogues. Personally.
good. Fuck the rogues.
I'm Bogart on a loot. I mean, it's just better for rogues because there's one.
Try not missing.
I do.
It's more for
try.
not
It's
breaking
It's also fine on Minoscus too. It's not-
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's good on Minoscus.
What is it?
It's good on Soren too. I mean, I guess.
That's true. Actually, yeah, maybe Soren should get it.
I don't even know what it does.
It just gives you a hit essentially.
Yeah, it makes you roll a flat 10 instead of rolling a d20.
Oh,
Yeah.
the clockwork? Yeah.
So I automatically have a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Same
Yes.
Pretty good.
here.
You can use it once, I think, until.
Once a day, yeah.
Once,
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
It's up to you. Do you want it, Anthony?
No, because I feel like I have reckless attack, so like
I mean, I vow it.
I feel like I'll hit him more often. It's true. I don't.
Maybe
think-
one of the rogues should
misses
take
the
it.
most on you?
Son of a bitch.
one of you guys should take it.
Who misses the most?
Who misses the
Uh,
most?
Atoq.
It's
Yeah,
it's
probably Tom.
50 because
Get
like
this rich motherfucker.
we both have
just
riders on our attacks. So.
hang on my coattails.
I hide most
all
of the
my
time.
items.
It's useful for Alexander's cards, right? When he wants to hit with a card.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
true.
Yeah, maybe he should take it.
Yeah, I'm very
Yeah,
strong. I can't
Sure.
miss.
Go ahead, take the.
Atoq would also have 2 chains at that point, which would outdo his son. That's not cool. It's got a match.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Go
maybe
take
maybe
it.
he should take it.
All
No,
right.
the 2 chains represent that he's the father.
He's got one more chain.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine when he's an adult dragon and he's got thousands of necklaces.
Yeah. As he's guarding the rest of the chains, dude.
Yeah, dude.
1,000 chains dragon.
Oh
This
shit.
is Yu-Gi-Oh.
Riding down. Okay.
All right,
So you
I
guys-
lift the boulder.
Okay.
What?
With your 19 strength now.
You can't just do that unannounced. You can't just do that.
I just become roided out and shit.
Trying to
No one
fucking
can make fun of me in the
Rocky
tribe now.
Yeah. I was just-
You're just gonna go into your fucking hometown and just
God.
start crushing hands.
Yeah, who God?
They're all gonna make fun
my
of you
Jesus.
all the time. They're gonna be like, he has to wear this fucking gauntlets to be strong.
They wish
I
they
mean-
never expelled me.
They said much meaner things.
Chat says just lifting up boulders, acorns. Just like acorns. It's pretty good.
just pronouncing proverbs while you're exercising.
All right.
All right.
Let's hit
So
the
you
road.
guys, have successfully distributed your magic items, and you begin the first leg of this journey towards a Mantal Dareth. As we go, we got Jimbo leading the way, and traversing through the Underdark. You still haven't done too much of it, right? You've done maybe like a day or so of travel, maybe a little bit more than that. But from what you've seen so far, there's a variety of environments. There's a fungi forest, and you've come across steep ledges and these weird gaps in the floor and the caverns itself, where it becomes tough to traverse. But today it doesn't seem like too bad. Everybody, give me a perception check.
Okay, I'll also help him navigate.
I'm gonna cast guidance, and can my perception be mainly for trying to find game to hunt?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to fucking hunt.
I got a 4.
Oh,
Natural
wait.
20.
Does my trait work on
21.
this area since it is the Underdark too?
Yes, it would.
So I guess I would help navigate as well.
Okay. Okay, and then what was everybody's perception check? I know we got a 4,
27.
27,
Well,
21.
8.
21.
8. Okay, so yeah, you guys, as you traverse through the Underdark here, you can see there's a like subtle shifting in the caverns that you go to, where like some of the walls will slightly get longer, or some of them will like end up getting like more. Like if it's an 8-foot wide hallway, sometimes it kind of expands into like a 10-foot wide hallway. Nothing too drastic, but definitely enough to be noticeable. And as you guys make your way through everything, you see a pretty decent spot for shelter for the night as you kind of come down from your first day of travel. About like 8 or so hours in, you guys are pretty much pushing the limit to where you are comfortable traveling at this point. And Jimbo kind of brings up the notion to start looking for any type of safe shelter, and you do find like a cavernous area that doesn't seem to be inhabited by any dangerous critters or weird fungal infestations or anything like that. That looks pretty safe. But on the way there, you Atoq kind of are looking out for game and whatnot, and you notice to the side, like in one of these like many different cavernous entrances that you could go down to kind of alter your path. And remember, Jimbo and the rest of you are kind of leading down a specific path that he knows at least how to get to Mantaldareth from. But in one of these other kind of corner pockets, you can see that there's another type of like forest that is basically coming into fruition, and you can kind of see the outskirts of like the neon fungi and the kind of large fungal plants that are growing inside this area. And most likely, from what you've seen so far, any type of game is going to be around that type of area, or like a watering hole or something like that.
Sure, once everyone gets settled down, I'm gonna go out and hunt.
Okay. So you go to the like a slight fungal forest. It's not as big as the barrel stalk forest that you saw that was next to the ore commune. It doesn't nearly have as much like nutrition, basically. You can't sustain yourself as much on this place, but there does seem to be some small critters and the like here, kind of like these weird amalgamations of like squirrels and small game that you've seen in the surface world, rabbits and whatnot, that are kind of here and kind of are living off some of the plants here. And like a small little watering hole of what you presume is fresh water is also at like the northeast end of this cave.
I'll set a couple of just like little rabbit traps.
Mm-hmm.
With my string. And then I'll camp the watering hole. If anyone comes up to drink, I'm just gonna bow them.
Okay. All right. Give me a survival check.
No. 10.
Okay, a big 10. Okay, so you set up your traps as best you could, kind of keeping an eye in case anybody comes around to see, like try to gather traps themselves or try to gather game themselves. Doesn't seem to be anybody on this night around this area, and you do manage to catch like 2 rabbits.
Perfect. Are they all like fucked up rabbits? Or they just
9 eyes, 2
like
heads.
6 eyes? Yeah.
No, they don't seem to be too fucked up in the sense where they got a bunch of eyes and shit. But they're pretty much on the darker side of rabbits. Their eyes do kind of glow a little bit. Give me a nature check.
Horrible. Nature 10.
10. You see that like their eyes are a bit different than like surface rabbit eyes, and you imagine it's because they've been accustomed to the dark and have then like kind of over time have evolved to have this better dark vision than normal animals that you've seen before. But that's about it.
Definitely carving one out and just plopping it in my mouth as I go back. I'm
Okay.
seeing the eye. Help me see better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll bring it back to camp and I'll prepare food, I guess.
Alrighty. So you
have dark
begin
vision, right,
to
Honzo?
prepare.
As I get back, I come back and be like, what did everyone else provide?
I pull out a ration.
I pet a squirrel.
I pull out the
Did it bite me?
ginormous water skin thing I bought in the town.
Do you have like one of those giant flasks?
It's like it was like a large water holding, like, I don't even know what to call it.
Yeah, it's like a stalk, kind of like a long stalk.
Yeah. I got scammed. I paid tourist prices for it.
I look at Dala Brakka.
I put on my cloak and I'm like, it looks nice.
See, I'll start preparing these fucking rabbits.
So Eddie,
I kind of want to ask Jimbo, what do you gnomes eat down here?
whatever we can get our hands on, really, whether it be the small game that you brought here, some of the fungus, the safe fungus, orcs if they piss me off, but that's kind of a me thing.
What do orcs taste like?
You were eating them?
I was eating those ones, but I mean, not all of them at least,
Wild orcs.
Not those ones. The ones that happen to stumble upon my
Those
territory.
ones,
Yeah,
yeah, those ones are still alive.
I was the one in the wrong part of town, but when they are the ones in the wrong part of town, sometimes they get eaten. It's just how it is.
Jesus.
Oh, that makes sense.
What do they taste like? You say, it's not too dissimilar to rabbit, a little bit more gamey.
I kind of want to try now.
Do not think of orc as rabbits.
Things are a bit different down here. You'll come to realize that real quick.
Hey, is there anything fancy we should know about Mantaldareth?
Well, Mantaldareth is a trading outpost with basically a sect from the different races down here. There's a little drow sect. There's a Snurfiblin sect. That's me, the deep gnomes. And then there's a Duragar sect. So they all kind of have their own. And then there's like a middle center or a middle place in the center that you could kind of all congregate. And some of the other races and some of the other inhabitants down here in the Underdark kind of come out and chop up shop, kind of in the middle. Yeah.
Shattera City.
So, I could get us into the Snurfiblin sect, but if you want to get into some of the other sects, then we're going to have to figure that out,
So it's like a hard line, like there's no real cross pollination in the different, sects. It's just the middle.
There's basically like different outposts. Yeah, basically the middle when it comes to cross pollination. But if it's not that, they all have their own separate entrances and they all mainly keep to themselves.
Like, can you not go in? Like, do they not let you if you're not, part of your race?
If you don't have any business there, yeah, you're going to get turned away for sure.
All right. I mean, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are a bunch of outsiders, so you're gonna need reasons to go anywhere, basically.
I do not think it's very odd. They have several societies in one city. Keeping them separate makes it orderly.
For sure. Well, we can just hang out in the middle until we find some allies.
Yeah, there's some neutral ground places that you could stay, like some inns, in the center.
I hope we could meet with the gnomes.
Oh, of course. I mean, you guys helped me get my adventure back and are escorting me towards this place. Definitely want to meet you, have you guys be introduced to the rest of the family.
I mean, speaking of which, what's your position in society?
Well, I'm mainly an inventor, but also when the time comes to kind of go out into some recon missions without a lot of resources, I'm the guy that handles it.
So, like, real famous and respected, right?
I would say so.
Insight check.
I would also like to insight check that.
Why
I've heard
not?
that before.
Oh, I believe.
We've played that con before.
13.
20.
20. Okay.
Let's see, 9. You mother.
Okay, so Alexander and Dala Brakka. Yeah, I mean, he seems like definitely like high up there for sure. To you, Soren, you kind of get you pick up a little bit of insecurity that the other two didn't really pick up. He definitely seems important in a way, but maybe not as much as the your party members kind of led the question with a bit. He's just kind of going with that to be like, yeah, that is how he would like to see himself. But he's also not like on the bottom end of the barrel in terms of the food chain or anything.
Sure. It's like, your cousin asks you, you're a professional gamer? You're like, yeah, close enough.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, yeah, on the right day.
Yeah, it made mad.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Right. Okay. I'm just like, I just nod.
So he goes, yeah. So that's basically be how it is. We'll get there in a few days, but this seems like a better spot than most. So I'm gonna relax and go to sleep.
Yeah, I'll gesture to see if he wants any rabbit. If not, I'll start eating it. I guess anyone else can join.
Can I?
But no one provided food, so
Shit's like raw, right?
I cooked it.
Oh, okay.
I
A
have
little
oil
bit.
or honey or other things.
No, it's just over the fire. It's like a little cooked. It's like blue.
Can I? Ooh. Can I?
I'll leave one on for other people. But
Can I bother Atoq and be like, hey, bro, can I see that book from the gun again, real quick?
yes, I'll give you the book.
I'm gonna like start a side little notebook where I write down everything that's in the book about these astral plane and like all the different gathering people.
Yeah, the Slice God, Sidewinder, Boomslang, Amethyst, Anolis, and Voro.
Yes, I have all those. Was there any other information we had about the next upcoming meeting? I think we talked to the birds about it, but I know that like this book said that the next meeting was in the Underdark. Did it say how soon it was? I thought it was like a week out or something, right?
Yeah, it was a week out. It was a week out with Amethyst, Anolis, at Mantol Dareth.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I have down.
We're gonna be pretty close. We're kind of close.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
usual.
The Council of Night is going to interrupt us and kill us in our sleep.
Yeah, but I'm saying like another reason we shouldn't stay with you.
We found this book like
kinda
2 days ago, isn't that right? Or 3 days ago?
Probably like 2.
2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah, so we should be okay, I think, if it's a few more days.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we're
so-
either gonna be there a day before, unless shenanigans happen, or the day of. So
Yeah, this should be day 3 when we wake up, I think.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
think that I believe that's right. Yeah, I believe day 3 is when you guys wake up after this long rest.
that's correct, I think, yeah.
Okay. So you guys shelter up, cook some rabbit, eat some things. Do you guys want to do anything as part of this long rest or beforehand? Do you want to set up watch? What's good?
I'm last on watch.
I'll go first.
I'll go second.
I'll be right in the middle.
And I'm gonna
I guess.
I'm gonna clean all the armor that I have and make sure there's no blood on it from anything that happened, or I don't have like poison on it or anything, and just examine it again.
Just fucking clinking and clanking. We're all trying to go to
That's
bed.
before bed, not during the watch.
I have oil. Will that help?
Sure.
Sure. I'll,
So you managed
I
to do
need
it.
1 quart of oil just everywhere.
Yeah.
Go ahead, use it all.
Just a shitload of holes.
Oh, from the jug. Oh, shit.
Yeah, because I'm like, I might as well get a refill.
Well then it's like, can you maybe produce? Well, what does that thing have in there?
It has acid, poison, beer,
Okay.
honey, mayonnaise, oil, vinegar, water, fresh and salty, and wine.
Can I have some mayonnaise for my rabbit?
I already pulled out all the oil. You could just use oil, man. Come on.
Okay, I guess. You just start. So you like breaks up a little piece of the rabbit and puts it in the oil and bites it and just like
Eating raw rabbit with oil? What the fuck is wrong
Partially
with
cooked,
Wodan?
isn't he?
Come on,
Like,
Wodan.
he partially
It's like
cooked
blue.
Give the man some mayo. This is cold blooded.
Blue.
Fucking raw.
It's fucking raw. Let's be real. It's
Like
blue
you-
though.
I mean, he could cook it more, can't he?
I suppose he could. I'm not.
I mean, if he tries to put it over the fire with the oil on it, I think he'd be overcooked.
Ooh.
I think it's
Yeah, he does that. He like takes a bite and
Burns.
puts it back, and then it just like bursts into flames and ash, and he's just like, oh,
don't eat that. You'll get cancer.
just goes to sleep.
Seems like one must learn how to hunt there, Wodan.
Yeah, well, it'd be easy to hunt if I had strength like an ogre.
Doing one-handed
As Atoq is just
push-ups.
like flexing with his.
You guys are all cold blooded. I hand
I
Wodan a ration.
was gonna say I split my rations with him.
All right.
Nah, they just give you a hard time. Don't worry about it.
I know.
Oil.
I had to talk my poisonous noodles that I've been holding on for like a week. Just kidding.
I would never eat those things. They look fucking disgusting. So
You eat fucking human flesh, dude. It's gross.
delicious.
They don't bathe.
Neither do I. So,
Oh, okay. You got me. You got me.
Got him.
Peel the skin off.
So, who's first watch?
I'll do it.
Okay, give me a perception check in case or does anybody want to do something before we start this watch scenario?
I'm pretty beat.
Oh, before I sleep, I'm gonna just show Sunny the books, the draconic to common books. I don't even know what I'm doing. I can't read it, so I'm just showing. I'm like,
Sunny's got to make a check here. Let's see how Sunny does.
I'm doing terrible at teaching, by the way. So
You're just pointing at stuff out of order.
He's just holding the book.
I was watching this. Is he confusing Sunny in any way?
No, Sunny was paying attention to him at first, but then quickly stopped after, like, you know, he didn't realize he can't understand him, and there's not really much to pay attention to. So he's kind of like reading the books, and he goes, and kind of turns to you, Atoq, and then turns back towards Minoscus, and he goes, "Thank you," in common.
Damn.
I go to talk. He can speak.
And he turns to you, Atoq, and he says in Draconic, "I know how to say nothing but thank you, but good start, I guess."
Yes.
He's gonna kill you. Thank you. Set you on fire.
An avalanche is always a snowflake.
I'm like shuffling cards
You told
like
that to me.
before bed, and I hear this fucking dragon say thank you, and the fucking eyebrow just goes up, and I'm like, this fucking dragon's smart as shit. This is a mental note.
He is quite intelligent.
He fucking looked at this book for 5 minutes.
I'm like making him like one of those savant drug addicts.
He's an artist. That's what we call those.
yeah.
He's an
That's the PC term, artist.
Yeah.
Call an artist.
Oh shit. Okay. So you teach Sunny his first words in common before you go to bed, and then we start our first watch. So give me that perception check there, Soren.
I'm not good at these. 14.
14? Okay. So you take some time, kind of finish up cleaning your armor and take just a look around the Underdark that you can see. Because, you know, you have night vision, so you can see a bit more than most of your friends here. And yeah, you notice again some shifting on the walls a little bit, and you can hear the sounds along with that, like just the moving of rock. Just a kind of sporadically, really. There's no rhythm or rhyme to it. It just happens from time to time. And then you don't really notice any significant, huge shifts today. During your watch or anything like that. You do hear other things kind of shifting in the wall above you, like around you, but nothing seems to come out to bother you today.
Can I look through this book while I'm on watch and see if there's anything else I missed?
Sure, give me an investigation check.
Okay. 4.
The Nuggets have won.
Nice.
Spicy.
4.
Spicy. 4. From what you've done and kind of going over the book exhaustively, just because you know this is like one of the only clues you've had in terms of the person that sold you into the gladiator pits in the first place. You've gone over it very thoroughly and don't really seem to find any new information or glean any new insights this time around.
Okay.
But yeah, your watch goes unimpeded. Who is a second up?
That would be me.
Okay. Give me a perception check there, Alexander.
Bagoosh. 22.
22. Okay. And you do not have night vision, correct?
No, I do not. So it's a 15?
15, yeah. If it's the other one, yeah, it'd be at disadvantage, basically. Okay, so you kind of take your watch and look around. You hear a lot of the similar things that Soren did when it comes to like moving rock, just in terms of the landscape shifting. No significant changes or anything like that. Things in the walls and whatnot. But pretty far off in the distance, very, very hard to see. You basically only see because there's a slight cluster of crystal that is glowing a bit. And you could see like a multi-legged like monstrosity kind of not making its way towards you or anything. It actually doesn't seem to notice your little shelter spot at all, but kind of moving away, and it has like these long spikes on its back. It's pretty hard to see. That's all you really make out, but it doesn't seem to be coming towards you.
All right. Who's next in line?
Should be me, right? Because I'm in the
All
middle.
right.
Yeah, you're third.
I go and I wake up Dala, and I'm like,
Ha!
there seems to be some weird, spooky beasties out in the dark. Keep a real close eye out. And I point out the direction where I saw it.
Am I late for school?
I don't feel safe.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you. I got it. Psychic things. Got it.
So-
I'll go to bed.
Okay, Dala Brakka, give me that perception check.
Sure. 11.
11. Okay, so you take up your watch at post, and again, similar things. You can hear the rock moving. You, I think, having a bit of a musical mind, kind of notice some of the little faint, more distinct sounds that can kind of act as like ambient noise. Hear some of the dripping from water very, very far away, but you pick it up a little bit and notice it. There doesn't seem to be any type of beasties or anything coming your way during your watch, but I just think you get a little bit inspired by the sounds you hear and maybe ways to put them to use in the future.
Oh, I'm putting beats together as we speak. I got the studio set up in my head. The mixer going.
Jungle beats.
Holla at me.
He
And
has
then-
no style.
And then with the last watch of the night, who wants to take care of that?
It's me.
Oh, only one more? Okay.
Oh, it's two,
Yeah.
right? I think it's Minoscus and then Atoq.
Well, it just feels.
Well, we just need 4 watches.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why.
Gotcha.
I'm just last watch.
Alright,
Yeah. What I'm gonna do on my watch is I'm not necessarily casting light, just straight up. I'm going to use my mirror for my thieves tools to prop it up on a bit of a like an elevated position, and then cast light in such a way that it's bouncing off the mirror to illuminate the area and not necessarily where we're at. So to give a little bit of a better vantage for me in the vicinity.
Okay, for sure.
And then I'm going to pray as well.
Okay, gotcha. And you do that. Give me the perception check.
Ooh. 15.
15. Okay, so you find a similar experience that the rest of your party members did, but you also catch a glimpse of this monstrosity that Alexander had seen before, and you can get a little bit more of a glimpse at it because of the light that you set up a bit, and it does seem to have about like 8 legs. It's probably around like 6 to 7 feet long and tall. It's like a medium human or medium sized, if you will. It's got like you can't really see its eyes, but it has it's a scaly hide and like red spikes that are just lining its spine, like from the tip of its head all the way down to its tail.
Does it has 8 legs.
Yes.
It has spikes protruding out of its back, red
Yeah.
spikes.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have any human features at all, like a human torso or
No.
it's just like what's the torso like? It's just like a carapace?
The torso is kind of long. Yeah, it's I wouldn't call it necessarily like a carapace. It's kind of like reptilian.
Okay, 8 legs, reptilian, spikes.
Yes.
Copy.
Probably friendly.
Have I heard of anything in regards to like folktale about this?
Give me a history check.
Bruh, what with my rolls? 13.
13. You I don't think maybe know the name of the creature, but yeah, it's like a multi-legged reptilian creature with like a very strong jaw, and it's got these spikes protruding from it. And from what you heard of creatures that might look like this, they might have very powerful a very powerful ability kind of related to their eyes. It's kind of hard. You're like digging your memory for it, and you don't really recall exactly what it is, but you probably shouldn't look at it directly in the eyes.
Okay, and is it? Well, I guess I don't know yet. Is it like blocking a path?
No, it just seems to be kind of moving around, and it's going down like one of the like many openings that you can go down in this like cavernous area.
I'll take a note of it, and then I'll try and be sure to tell everyone in the morning.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So you all have taken your long rest. Everybody can mark it down on D&D Beyond. You successfully long rested through the first night of travel to Mantaldareth. I think that's where we're going to take our first break.
Yeah.
Almost have full hit dice.
I didn't
Almost.
see this goddamn thing, so I couldn't scan it with my damn dex.
Yeah.
You're gonna scan it to alert yourself to it?
So what? Excuse me? All right, everybody, we'll take a quick
My
break.
bad.
I'll grab
I need to go to the bathroom.
I'll grab some more coffee. Thanks everybody for coming through. We got a nice little raid earlier, so thanks for the raid. And, yeah, we're just chilling.
Yeah, no.
Welcome back, everybody, to Magic Pixel episode 26. We're back from our break. Bing bong.
I heard that in my kitchen. I was like, oh, I was like, I'm gonna play.
Oh,
Is your kitchen a convenience store? Why would you hear that?
I did the plane.
Because he was talking about the plane announcement.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That shit always cracks me up. That's
Okay.
the
Okay.
two
Reminded
voices
of
I do in
Japan
my
right
stream
away.
are like the captain on a plane and the esports generic sports voice that they try to like emulate.
Maybe I live in the back of a family mart. Who knows?
Ooh.
You have a refrigerator.
That would be your
so-
dream.
Yeah, that'd be great.
With an ice cold Sprite fully stocked. Ooh, it's my drink
Bruh.
hour.
I bought a Sprite lemonade.
I love that
Was it
every
good?
time you guys have a drink,
drinking.
you like right up to the camera to like show what it is.
I think I'm the only one that's done it so far, right?
We'll get a sponsor
Last week it
eventually. Don't
happened.
worry about it. I love Coke.
Rynge is drinking lean.
Yeah, this is coffee. I'm trying to show the stream that it's coffee, but it's hard to see.
Spill all over the place. Dude, I saw a streamer who was like, guys, see what my dinner is? And he's like showing them. He's like, I got pasta. And just whoop, right onto the keyboard. And
I think I
was
saw
just
that
like-
one. I saw that clip.
I was just like,
Wow.
how did you fuck that up? First of all, you ruined dinner. Second of all, your whole ass keyboard's a fucking pasta now with spaghetti sauce everywhere.
Okay. Honzo said, all right. So I assume he wants to get back to the game.
I derailed it with the comment, so I feel bad.
I see. Okay, so you guys are in the Underdark. You've successfully taken a long rest and have completed your first day of travel to Mantaldareth, which, from what you understand, will be about a 3 to 4 day journey. And you are supposed to meet with an Amethyst Anolis, a creature that used to be in contact with the gun until you guys obviously killed him, and have taken his journal and kind of are trying to intercept this meeting and learn about the location of one of the rods of 7 parts to help the Windukes out that kind of hired you to go on this mission in the first place. So you have successfully completed that first day of travel. You've long rested. You've gathered all your materials back up, ready to travel onwards once again. And is that what you all want to do, or is there anything specific before we get on the road?
Moving and grooving.
I'm ready to go.
The only thing I would do is I want to ask Jimbo about something, and that's it.
Okay. Jimbo is fidgeting up, picking up his like a bedroll and putting his backpack together. And he goes, "All right, you guys ready?"
Yeah, hey, Jimbo, you're like an inventor, right? Do you know anybody who specializes in the Underdark in like armor? Because like my armor, from what I know, is made by gnomes.
Oh, brother, most definitely.
You know a guy? You got a homie in the gnome estate?
Oh yeah. Me, I'm a little bit, as you can see here, and he kind of like pulls out like the device that can detect rubies and whatnot. It goes, my inventions are a little bit more utility based, trying to find stuff or something like that. But in terms of armor, in terms of weapons, got you on lock, brother. As soon as we get to this Mantaldareth, we go to Sir Fiblin hook you up with my homie.
For sure. Sounds good to me, Broham. I'll fist bump him.
He's like, yeah.
Does anyone have a hunter, like a hunting trap?
mean,
I
look,
did,
you know,
but I don't have it anymore. I kind of left it there.
Oh. I have rope.
No, I specifically hunted. I thought someone had one that I made them carry, but I might have been mistaken.
I don't think
Like
so.
a
No, I had one for myself, and I
Oh,
definitely
okay.
used
That's
it
what I was
and left it there.
I
got
just realized
s-
I can get hunting traps because I previously couldn't get anything because I was 1 pound before encumbrance. So
So you're looking for a hunting trap? Basically, you say this to the group.
yeah, I'd just be like, does anyone have a what would it be? A boar trap?
Jibbo's like, I got an orc trap.
What does that look like?
He like rummages in his bag, and he basically pulls out like a bear trap.
Just
Therefore,
gigantic bear trap.
yeah, the orcs fell for this.
Well, we're in a forest, and I'm very good at disguising things with the foliage.
Okay. Do you mind if I have this? I can
I got plenty. And he just like
Oh.
throws it at you.
Jesus.
I can buy it.
It's okay.
It's just a hunting trap.
Yeah, it's a hunting trap.
Okay.
All right, so you have successfully gathered your hunting trap. You guys are on your way, traveling onwards. And you guys do travel for about, I would say, like 3 to 4 hours. You come across different types of environments when it comes to the Underdark. Again, you have a couple of chances. You see like a fresh water hole, and then again, a lot of the familiar sites that you're coming to get accustomed with here in the Underdark itself. Some tall fungi stalks, some small crystals, kind of giving light to different ways and whatnot. Different elevations, a lot when it comes to traveling in the Underdark as well. You're constantly going up and down these different elevations throughout your travel until you come across a gigantic gorge. And there's just like a huge gorge in your path, basically, that Jimbo kind of gets to, and he goes, we kind of need to get down or get over. And when you look down, it's got to be hundreds of feet down. And he's like, we can climb down and then climb back on the other side. It's going to be quite the arduous task, but I mean, we could do that. In terms of across the gorge, it's probably like a good 150 feet across.
Oh boy.
So it's pretty far to the other side. So it's not like
150?
yeah.
How about we give Sonny the gauntlets?
Just carry us all.
I heard my name.
I do not think
Doesn't it like
It's
take time
feasible
for it to
with-
like form on him?
Well, actually, hold up.
You got to attune, right?
You do have to attune, but I how much can I carry with lift 570? How much does Minoscus weigh?
How much do I weigh again?
'Cause he's kind of the X factor, you know what I mean?
385
400.
pounds. Damn, I was close.
Wait, 400 and then plus whatever I have. 151. So 551.
I could technically barely lift him. So I guess Sonny could if I gave him the gauntlets, but
Well, we could just unload some of his shit and carry it, and
that's true.
Arduous task.
I'm trying to think of like a simpler way than being ferried back and forth, I guess.
Can I'll walk up to Atoq and I'm like, hey bro, can you like cast light on something and then drop it down to see how far down this goes?
Yes.
do we have 150 feet of rope?
That's what
Combined,
I'm
we
trying to
probably
think.
do.
How
Because
much
I can
do
get
I have
over
right
there
now?
pretty easily, but
50.
I have 50 as well.
Yeah, me
I'll
too.
cast light on just a rock and throw it down.
Okay. You grab a rock, cast light on, toss it down. It takes a while before it lands. You estimate as it lands and crashes to the cavern floor, about 500 feet down.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, Minoscus could definitely do that math. He
Um,
definitely knows. That's about 500 feet.
I asked
Numbers start
Jimbo.
popping in his brain, but it's just like a bunch of symbols and shit instead of actual numbers.
The terminal velocity with the gravity.
How's Jimbo? Is this a typical? Is what you do?
Yep. There's always a gorge or two if you want to get anywhere important.
And you haven't mastered the act of skipping it?
Oh no, I just climb the son of a bitch every time.
Y'all ever thought about like making like a levy system, like a little some pulley system or anything like that? I mean, come on, man. It's been how
Well,
long?
They change.
it's hard because as you heard your Minoscus friend just said, there's a lot of changing landscapes down here in the Underdark. So we set up something and then the next day it's useless.
Man, 150 feet across and 500 feet down.
Yeah.
I'm okay with the Sunny idea.
He's got to attune to the gauntlet.
It's gonna take
It's an hour.
Yeah. I do think I can get down and across. And I think some of the strengthies can do it. But
Me and Wodan are screwed.
Wodan.
Nah, I mean, I'm screwed too.
Yeah. So
Could we like?
it's my
My thoughts are: could we just have one of us go to the other side? Like you have a climbing speed, you can just climb down, climb up on the other side. Couldn't you just like plant something and we could just tie the 150-foot rope across and have people shimmy over?
I mean, yeah, that's why I was asking if we had 150 feet of rope.
We could do that.
I have 50.
50.
But then somebody has to grab the rope and shimmy across 200, like 150-foot gorge.
Yep.
Well, you know.
But it's 150 feet as opposed to 1,000.
Yes.
I can get over there and secure the rope.
Okay. The problem is if you go down and there's something in the pit, we can't help you though.
Yeah. How
Here's
far-
50.
it's
Here's 50
150.
feet of rope.
Oh boy.
I'll hand
I
him
can-
50 feet of rope too.
I have rope in my
do it,
backpack.
maybe.
I don't know how much. I don't know how long it is.
The volunteer can do it.
I mean, I could go down with him probably.
Can Minoscus wear the gauntlets and just chuck people across with a super
He's
strong?
already stronger than the
Right.
gauntlets.
Gauntlets would make me weaker.
Ah,
He's that
they,
strong.
they set it at a certain
Oh, okay.
strength.
my interpretation.
Do you have Jeremy? What third level spells do you have?
Well, I'm glad you asked, mate, because they're not going to help you.
Well, does your
I think he has hypnotic
mic have
pattern,
any?
right?
A girl can dream.
There was two other statements. What?
I said I think your
Uh,
spell is hypnotic pattern, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought so.
that's it.
Well, do you have anything in the mic that could probably help?
I used it for cure wounds earlier, so it's kind of on cooldown.
We
That was
took a
yesterday.
long
We
rest
took
as well
a
as. Don't you have
long rest,
levitate?
I do. I don't remember how long it takes for it to recharge.
We long
but-
rested, so you should have everything. If you hit the
Yeah,
long rest
yeah,
button,
you
it'll
should have
give you
it back.
back.
Because it didn't refresh itself automatically once I hit the long rest. That's why I mentioned it.
I see.
It's a
Yeah.
custom, probably, or something.
Yeah, so you have all the ability or all the spells ready for it today.
Okay.
I have an idea, but I might die.
All right, well, let's hear
What's
it
new?
first.
When don't you?
Dala casts levitate on me, and Minoscus throws me.
Yeah, you.
Sounds fine.
That,
How you gonna, how you gonna die?
My
If
question
this
is
one
like
stops concentrating.
my question is like, can't once you go horizontally as far as he does, you can't go up or you can only go up or down, right? You can't go further.
wait, what?
With levitate?
Levitate only
Like,
moves
you
you
would
up.
just go like linear path, like straight up.
Levitate only moves you up or down, right? You can't go.
How does levitate affect weight in regards to if I get pushed? Am I weightless or am I stationary in that vertical column?
It essentially treats you as weightless, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't say you're stationary in the vertical column. Like you're not locked there. Like you're locked there by the spell, but if there's some type of force or momentum that pushes you a different direction, like that will happen.
Yeah, that's the only way you could actually move is if there's a
Yeah.
target pushing or pulling against you. Maybe you could attach, like, so maybe Minoscus could throw you while you're holding Wodan, so as you go up, you kind of like float down. Little parachute man. I don't know. Like that's an idea.
The other issue is Yeah, if you get stuck in the middle, he has to lower you to the bottom because
Yes, like a Woden.
if he doesn't lower you to the bottom and he loses concentration when you're over the middle, you're dead.
Yeah, I can. Sunny can push me.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Sunny, you may have to
Hmm?
push me across.
Okay, Dad.
Yeah, it will make sense.
Yeah, I like this plan.
That's
Maybe
okay.
me and Minoscus together, we could do like one leg each and then just and throw you as far as we can and then levitate.
The physics will be interesting. Sure. Did we have 3 50-foot ropes?
Yeah, I have one.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So levitate says the target can only move by pushing or pulling against a fixed object or surface within reach.
The fixed object is another person pushing me.
But it's
Yeah, I
not
think-
fixed. It can move.
I mean, it's still
Mm,
within contact to push, right? I mean, like,
That's like how
Fixed
he can
is
move
like a wall.
That's like he can move
Yeah, but-
himself.
but
But
what's
why
the
wouldn't-
difference between me pushing on a wall and someone pushing me?
The spell's description, it says fixed object.
I mean, if you want to take it in that literal sense.
we'll put an asterisk on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's,
I think it's fine. If you want to levitate and have someone pull or push you, I think it's fine.
All right.
Okay.
all right. We're hooking
Um,
him.
I weave together the fucking 50 feet of rope into 150 feet before they just throw me. And then I hand one end of the rope to someone. I don't know who wants it.
Alexander. Probably.
Wodan.
Oh, okay.
Actually, let's. Nah. I take it from Wodan, and then I'll secure it on like a. Do I have any more pittons? I do. I'll secure it on a piton and look at
Blow up the
Wodan with a little bit of a suspect
Oh,
look.
so I forgot to mention this. Apparently, I can change the target's altitude by up to 20 feet in either direction on my turn, is what it says.
Yeah.
Yeah, up and down.
Up and down.
Yeah.
Any direction, doesn't matter.
Oh, altitude. is
Altitude.
Altitude is just up and down, right?
I'm going to turn you sideways. And
Ah,
Shove this straight up your candy ass.
I'm just gonna fucking bomb it.
shouldn't have had all those rabbits.
Yeah, I'll secure it on a piton. I'll secure it on 2 pitons just to
Yeah.
be safe. How about that? And then, I'll stand near the edge and just wait with the rope in my hand.
Remember, you gave Wodan a knife.
I did.
Well, I'll be on the other side. So.
He's the first to go across.
Start picking on me. Just fucking cuts it.
Just throw him. Yeah, I'll throw him over the edge. I'm very strong.
Oh, now these very strong comments are gonna happen all the time.
All right.
100 more episodes left of me saying I'm very strong.
I believe it.
Yeah, I'll say go ahead and do it. Do it.
All right, 3, 2, 1, blah. Just throw him with Minoscus.
I start singing. "Boo-doo-doo-doo, boo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo."
As you cast levitate, Dala Brakka,
Yes.
your golden mic, you feel like it kind of like vibrate and shake in your hand a bit as the spell gets cast, and the spell does complete. But the vibration and the shaking like get a little bit more violent, and you grip it pretty hard, and you see the like arcane aura of the mic kind of start to coalesce and manifest around it, and the mic changes a bit. It grows like a mic stand.
It's evolving.
Yes, it is evolving, exactly. And it grows like a solid gold-plated, like thin mic stand to go along with it. And with that, all spells that you already have unlocked can now be used twice per long rest.
Yes.
And you gain some new spells as well that are a part of it,
It's my boner.
which are Fast Friends, Motivational Speech, Lightning Bolts, and Revivify.
Lightning bolts. Tight.
My fellow Americans.
Damn, he's pretty offensive now. Or yeah,
Lightning
at
bolt's
least
a great
it's more
spell.
offense.
Just whoosh, plant the golden mic.
Should have yelled. I'm having a very bad day.
Oh no.
Today is one of the worst days I've had in a very long time.
So you do.
Food. Sorry. That,
So that happens as you cast levitate on Atoq. Atoq, you are hooked across by who? Who's hooking you across?
Me and Minoscus.
You and Minoscus? Okay, both of you give me athletics check. Nah.
No.
18.
18?
9. I got natural 1.
He pushes me down.
No. What I'm picturing is Soren is pushing really hard on one side. I limp wrist it on the other. So he's just spinning.
Oh my god, I'm getting so fucking tangled.
So you spin about 50 feet away from the gorge itself, like the first ledge. So you still got about 100 feet to go. You don't actually make it to the other side proper, but you're levitating midair, kind of tangled in this rope that you got. What do you want to do? You want to have Sunny push you the rest of the way? Mate?
I may.
That will save you. With its snout and with its claws, kind of untangles you a bit and then pushes you the rest of the way to the other side.
Okay, I'll try and I'll once I'm on the safely on the other side, I'll I'll try and yell at Dala Brakka, just be like, "Let me down."
All right, I'm just gonna yell, "I'm going down," and it just floats a little bit lower.
Is it safe over here where I'm at? Is it everything cool?
Give me a perception check.
85 hyenas. Just jump out.
All right, I'm jumping off. No,
I don't think I have any range of 150.
bro, my roll is 13.
13. From what you can tell, you don't hear any creatures coming towards your direction or anything like that. You just await any type of movement or something like that, but you don't seem to see any movement. You do see on the ground, kind of away from you a bit, like towards this like cavern that opens up, that presumably is the direction you're going, are like a pile of bones that are like scattered and littered throughout like this like entrance pathway. That's about it.
Swell.
That's
I'll set up the other 2 pittons. I still got a bunch left. And then I'll secure the rope on this side. And then I'll like test it out a little bit to make sure it's good. And then I'll just like gesture to cross over as well. And then I'm gonna be trying to. I'm gonna be near the rope, so in case anything happens, I can maybe jump into the gorge.
Mm-hmm.
As well as I'm keeping an eye toward wherever direction these bones are, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah. They're like, let me see. I would say you're traveling from like west to east, so they're even more east. They're kind of in that same direction that you like. You like land and look forward, and it's like that way, basically.
I see.
You get what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are doing that. Atoq has successfully set up the 150-foot rope on the other side. Who wants to go first?
I would like to help whoever is worried about crossing.
Me.
Okay. Yeah, and Wodan. I'll try to help you guys.
Okay. Do
And
you
I'll
want to
guidance
go?
myself?
You want to go first, Alexander?
I do have an extra charge
Absolutely.
for either Alexander or Wodan now, since I have evolved microphone.
Oh
You can use it to save people too.
Yeah.
Is it touch or is it anyone you could see for levitate?
It's like 60.
I
Oh,
think it's
actually, I don't know.
60. I'll check it
Good
out.
question.
It is.
60 won't save it if he's,
I don't.
if they're
I
past
have,
halfway.
I have 60 feet, so
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 60.
Uh-huh.
You can
It's worth
see.
it. He can also save himself.
Yeah.
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 I
that's
also
true.
can Misty Step if I get in trouble.
All right.
Which
Well,
would I take?
go ahead, Alexander.
All right. Let's see. What kind of check do I got to make?
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
Woo!
50 times 50 d6.
21.
21. Okay. So you successfully shimmy across this rope. Are you just like a full on body, like wrapping around it and then like shimmying across it, or how are you doing this?
I mean, yeah. I'll be safe. I'm not gonna fucking tightrope walk it.
Okay, that's pretty much what I was asking. So you shimmy across the rope. It takes a while. It's 150 feet, and you know you want to be careful about it. But you do manage to cross safe and sound.
Should have used my polar collapsing and Tyro walked it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, that would have been sick.
That's got it.
All right, Alexander gets across, and Wodan goes. Should I do it now?
I have a question. If I take Wodan on my back, like around on my back, is it still a dexterity check to get across?
I would say it'd be a dexterity saving throw to get across, and then like a strength saving throw to make sure he doesn't jostle or fall or anything.
Ooh, I mean, yeah, I could try it. I just like look back. I'm like, all right, be ready with the mic, Broham, and I'll try to like shimmy across with him.
Okay, give me a dexterity saving throw first.
Can I do it like instead of like just holding tight? Can I just do it like monkey bars? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
just, like,
yeah,
over
absolutely,
like that?
100%.
Okay, I'll
Yes.
monkey bars. Okay. Dexterity saving throw. 9.
Okay, and then give me the strength saving throw.
9. No, 10.
Okay. Okay. So Wodan wraps tightly around your back, like acting like a backpack, kind of like grabbing his arms around your like upper torso, chest area, and like wrapping his legs around your torso as well. Like he is very afraid of this 500-foot drop, so he is holding on to you tightly. As you
He just pisses down his back because he's scared.
No.
Yeah.
No,
And,
arm up.
as you're getting across, you're trying to make sure that your grip stays pretty tight and you don't slip up by any means or anything like that. But you do have dark vision a little bit, and you can see kind of farther and more clearly than the rest of your compatriots, most of them at least. And you don't really look down. I would say you look up, and you don't see anything, but for a quick second, it feels like the ceiling in the cavern kind of shifts, and you get that sense of like a real tinge of fear real quick. That just kind of rushes up your spine of the I forgot what they're called, but the things that fell in the previous like ledge that you had to climb or cross. Yeah, the piercers. That's right. And you kind of get a quick glimpse of that, even though they're not there from what you could tell, and it kind of shocks you for a second, and you let go of the rope, and you begin to fall.
How far and how
okay.
fast?
Well, I would say this is about yeah, you fall the full 500 feet. I would say this is about 50 feet, like across so far.
Yeah.
So, and you're falling. It's hard to say how quick, but this is like the moment I'm saying right now where everybody is realizing that you have let go of the rope and you're falling. So you're pretty like you're still next to the rope, but it's like the instance that you start to fall.
Okay. I will. Oh
So-
man, if I Misty Step, does Wodan just like? Does he just disappear? If I teleport, he doesn't teleport with me, probably, right?
When it comes to Misty Step, I believe no. I believe you cannot take anybody with you.
Yeah, you need the other spells.
I'm ready. I'm fucking.
If he, I will let myself fall up to 30 feet before I'll Misty Step.
Okay.
So if he doesn't catch us with levitation, I'll just Misty Step and Wodan's dead.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Good.
I can levitate Wodan, right? You just gotta maybe call Sunny over to do like maybe like a
Sonny's
quick
not gonna
push
be able to
or
catch me.
Well, Sunny might be able to push after levitate.
Yeah, after the levitate.
Yeah, but as of right now, so you're gonna wait for yourself to fall full 30 feet before you do it. So basically, what I'm gonna take your turn as is that you're holding your action to where you get like 30 feet down. You're gonna cast Misty Step.
Yes.
So that's fine. Does anybody want to do anything else before that happens?
Can you explain to me how Misty Step works again?
It's just a
So
teleport.
It's just a
yeah,
teleport.
yeah.
Basically, I'm saying if you don't levitate us, I will Misty Step.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely get my mic ready as he loses his grip. I'm just literally just watching, just waiting.
Okay, yeah. If you're just waiting to cast levitate the moment that he loses his grip, you can do that, and you successfully do so. Again, he's only made it about 50 feet, so that's still inside the 60 feet range of the levitate spell. So you feel yourself lose that grip for a second, Soren, and begin to fall, but quickly just kind of start floating there, weightless in the air with Wodan. Like it's just screaming on the back of you. As soon as you guys fell a little bit, he's just like ah! And just like screaming. Even while you guys are just floating there, still he's just screaming.
All right, I'll be like, thanks, bro. You want to give us a lift? As we're like, I guess 10 feet under or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can just levitate him up. I can have. Oh, I say, Sonny, can you just push him?
I try and I huck a bar of soap into his mouth from across the fucking thing.
That's cold-blooded.
Keep it down. There's monsters down here.
You would be facing that direction. Give me a dexterity check.
Natural 20.
Of course, it's a natural.
25.
Whoosh, throw the bar so just like a card lands right in Wodan's mouth. He's like, "Oh, there's a dragon!" Oh.
It's like Randy Johnson out here.
Yeah, I'm like, thanks, Sonny. Appreciate you, Broham. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. He just says it back.
I'm just like,
He says it in common.
Yeah, he says it in
yeah.
common.
Yeah.
It's like Groot, but he just says thank you all the time.
Thank you.
The most polite dragon.
Thank you.
So he begins to nudge you guys across, kind of pushing with his claws and his snout as you get back up into the levitate spell. And Soren and Wodan are safely across.
Yeah, when I land, I'll be like, hey, Atoq, is there something over here that you're standing all funny about? What's got you all tripped up?
Oh, you know, death.
Okay.
I look around for said death.
Yeah, me too.
Give me a perception check.
11.
11 and 5. Okay, yeah. I mean, Soren, he's tripping hard body. There doesn't seem to be anything over here at all. 11 for you, Alexander. I mean, this is a pretty, the Underdark is a very dangerous place. He could just be speaking like pretty ominous about the surrounding area in general. But I would say with the 11, you probably come across like you see like a bone or two. You don't really see the full like pile that's kind of like leading into the cavern itself. But you see a couple of bones scattered around the area.
I see the bone and I strike a torch.
You strike a torch, get a little bit more light in the area, and with that, you can kind of see towards the entrance of this cavern itself. There is like kind of like a path of bones that leads into it.
All right, well I take it back because where the fuck are my torches? I must have
I
gotten
hand him
rid
a
of them.
torch.
I cast light.
Just
I cast light, then firebolt the torch.
I definitely should. I just realized it.
You should have what?
Crossed before fucking Soren did.
Yeah, probably.
I
You
forgot.
got
I have
Minoscus.
rope.
I have.
I have extra rope.
I can't
so we
save
can
you
tie
from
the rope
falling
onto the rope.
500 feet, but I can save you from being eaten once you do fall 500 feet.
I gotta survive the fall first, bud.
You'll be all right.
Well,
I mean,
that's
you won't.
Fallen pretty far before.
Absolutely not.
That's up to you.
I'll survive with 1 HP as long as I'm not in battle. Shit. Maybe Sonny could lift me with his gauntlets. I don't know. Probably not.
You don't got his gone.
It'll take
Yeah,
you.
he's not even attuned to him.
You might have to have Minoscus ferry you. I don't know
All right,
who has the better dex. Probably Minoscus.
Yeah, 14.
I
Yeah.
just turn around. I'm like, all right, bros. Good luck.
All right.
I cover my eyes.
I still have 50. I actually still have 50 feet of rope. So as extra insurance, I'll tie myself and the. I guess I would have to tie a Dala Brakka to the rope too. So that's
So you're gonna
just an
tie
extra
you
insurance.
two together?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I fall, Alexander, can you just like impale me with like a sharp card right in the head? I don't feel any-
Are you yelling that?
Yes.
I got you.
Right here,
Quick.
right here.
Ah,
I'll allow it.
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like the fall would be more instant.
I don't want to experience that, man.
I don't know. That's a good question.
than
It's
a
okay.
card. 'cause
His
a cranium-
microphone. He can use his microphone to cast Revivify on himself.
Nice. I hold my action.
Simultaneous death and casting.
I hold my action to when I die.
You got
There's
this.
magic like that.
You know, this is a great idea. Unless fucking Minoscus falls.
Yes, that's for sure.
Fine. Okay, I will make my way across.
Okay, and you're ferrying Dala Brakka as well, right?
Yep.
Okay, so give me a dexterity saving throw and a strength saving throw.
Dexterity save and strength save. So dexterity, I have danger sense.
Oh yeah. Fuck! I forgot he's
Ooh,
a
I need-
cheater.
14.
Okay,
Strength is a single one. 22.
22. Okay, so there's no problem keeping Dala Brakka on the back of you. There's definitely some scary moments going across this gorge where your fingers slip a couple of times and you're not as secure as you want to be. But though, besides those few scary moments kind of making your heart jump, there doesn't seem to be any more danger, and you safely make it across to the other side with Dala Brakka in tow.
Oh,
Nice.
I had a dagger just in case to cut myself off from Minoscus because I didn't want him to sacrifice.
It's so ominous.
I could survive that fall.
I
I
can't.
believe in you.
I would just have to backbreaker you, like kind of just carry you on my back. Just in
Jesus
case.
Christ.
You might get
Annihilated.
crippled, but you might still be alive.
I can still spit bars in a wheelchair. It's fine.
Like he's Batman and Bane just breaks his back.
That shit's cold-blooded, bro.
500 foot
Whoops.
backbreaking.
I'll be all right.
From the top rope.
500 feet down, Jesus. Oh shit. Are we gonna be able to get our rope back?
Yeah.
I'll tug really hard.
Go to that.
Take a piece of land with it.
Is everyone across? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll say.
Oh, what
Sonny.
about Jimbo?
Jimbo.
Oh, Jimbo.
Oh shit! All right, hold on.
He ninja rolls across. Or ninja walks.
He's been across
Fast rolls
all the-
across the rope over a
Pina
fucking
Rudo's across.
150 foot
Do
gap.
do 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 falls directly off. All right.
Pretty much, yeah. He tries to run across the rope, all cool like, and he slips and begins to fall.
Anything that could save him.
As we go, one.
It was, oh shit, guys!
Where is he? Where is he at in relation to me? I'm at the edge, right where the rope is ending on our side.
I would say he's about 50 feet away from you, so he's made about 100 feet across.
Can I bonus action take out my infinite clown rope?
Yes.
Yeah.
My
The
clown
infinite
handkerchiefs and try and toss it at him to see if he can grab it. My logic behind this that I can reach the 50 feet is that an action is used for 50 feet of rope. So the fact that I can do it with the bonus action and an action
Okay.
move away, maybe.
So I think the roll here is going to be an Arcana check because I think you're kind of manipulating the handkerchief to get there that quickly.
It's the best
we
magic
get
item
to
you
it kind of-
ever stole, by the way. There's no magic item better.
Yeah,
18.
Ooh, definitely. So you, with the very quick thinking, pull out the magic clown handkerchief and kind of shoot it towards Jimbo. He's got to make a yeah, exactly. He's got to make a check to see if he successfully saves it. Ooh, he rolled pretty bad.
I tried.
Right.
I get my card ready.
You rolled an 18, right, for the Arcana check?
Yes, 15 plus 3.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. So I would say that he he like grabs the end of it, but his hand is slipping very quickly. So like he barely gets a grip on it, and he is definitely going to keep falling. It kind of slows his momentum a bit. Is there anything else that anybody wants to do before he makes one more check to see if he falls all the way down or not?
I don't think I have
That's
anything.
all I could do.
Yeah.
I know. It's fine if there's no. I just want to make sure.
I don't think I
Can
have
I-
anything.
Oh, no, that's not going to work. It's not 50 feet.
Use the clown handkerchief.
There's one thing I can do.
I
Kill
just-
him.
Good luck, bro. That's
Thank you for everything.
which way do we go?
All right, I'm gonna roll one more dexterity saving throw here to see if he can grab the handkerchief and it can kind of slam him into the wall, and he could like dig in with one of his like climbing things because he does climb these things usually.
I'm gonna
and try
hold. Since I used my bonus action, can I hold my action to cast a spell if he fails the grab?
Yes.
Okay, I have an idea, but we'll see.
So it's got to be a 15. It's got a +4 to the roll. Okay.
Oh, that's not bad.
You rolled a natural 2.
Okay, I'm gonna cast.
I was gonna say,
As he just fucks up, I'm gonna cast command, and I'm gonna tell him to grab.
Okay. Okay.
bardic inspiration on anything here?
Yeah, you can give him bardic inspiration if you want.
Yeah, I would at least do that for him because that's all
Try
I got.
and get him to unnaturally grab it.
Okay, yeah, I get what you mean. Kind of like, yeah, manipulate magically his muscles into grabbing it.
It says he has to do it on his next turn.
Well,
The handkerchief might not be there anymore. It is reached.
Okay. Okay. So he rolled a natural 2 on the attempt to grab this handkerchief. So it kind of like, or to continue the grip on it because he does grab it in the first place. He kind of slams into the side of the wall and he's trying to keep that grip, but the impact and force of slamming into this cavernous wall, as well as just the damage it did to his body, considering it's not like a flat surface by any means. He immediately like lets out a groan of pain, and you could see the like his hand pretty much slip from the handkerchief itself. Give me another Arcana check, Honzo.
This fool's dead.
10.
10. Okay, so you again try to extend the handkerchief like for to catch up to him quickly, and you cast command, and he does reach for the handkerchief itself, but it just can't quite connect in time. And he falls to the ground.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what's your D8
Yes.
for the Mark Inspiration?
Oh fuck!
Jesus, rolled so bad.
He had a good
I rolled a total. Yeah, I rolled a total of 12. The thing is that you see him kind of illuminated by that rock you threw down there with the light earlier. Unless you did cast a light on something else.
No.
Okay, so you kind of see him down there. He seems to be getting up, like the force into the wall, and then the handkerchief itself lowered the like impact enough to where he's not hurt or like not outright dead. He is hurt. And down there you can see now once he's kind of like gathered up and starting to get up from the ground itself, you can see what.
It's the fucking druid all over again. He's gonna get ripped the fuck apart in front of us.
I'm rooting for
Go
him at this
ahead,
point.
say it.
It
This is like Shep in South Park.
He's gonna get fucking ripped apart. It's all right. I tried.
So anyway, in a much similar fashion to the druid from the off-stream campaign, you leave him down here in a pit by himself. And as he's kind of like getting up and starting to like look towards the wall to try to start climbing back up, you see these creatures that you saw in the night last night that are 8-legged reptilian beasts that are like 6 or 7 feet long with these red spines. About 4 of them come out from like each corner of this gorge and begin to stalk the Snurfiblin. And he kind of like senses it, and you can see him like look back or like take a quick glance towards them. And hold on real quick.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna make a saving throw.
Maybe we can start blasting them.
What are they scared of? Anyone know anything about this?
Depending on how this next little interaction goes, I'm pulling the rope
Bardic
back up.
inspiration on a saving throw.
Ooh. Okay. So he glances towards what they are, and you could see as he does, the eyes of these creatures are kind of like a light blue tealish type color, and they flash as soon as he looks towards them, and they flash for a second, and you can see him kind of tighten up, but like he shrugs it off and starts like putting the pin into the wall to try to get up. But you know he does not have time to do this.
I tell Sunny and Draconic, release the pittance from the, get the pittance from the other side released, so I can pull the rope.
Okay,
Flies
so
down and pulls the Snurfiblin's pit out of the fucking.
you're not going anywhere, buddy. He goes to the other side, and yeah, he does what you say. He releases the pins so you can grab the rope free.
As
All right, I'm gonna
he's-
start pulling the rope up. If this dude can get to the rope, I'll try and pull him up. But I'm pulling the rope up.
How close are these creatures to him?
About 60 feet away.
And they're moving pretty fast.
Yeah, they're not moving too fast. They're like stalking. They're probably going about 20 feet a turn.
If one of them is getting close, like they're gonna catch him, I'm gonna try to blast it with lightning.
Okay,
Can
for sure.
It's like 500 feet down, isn't it?
I have. Oh yeah, it's 500 feet down. I have 120 foot range, so if it's
Oh,
ever in
he
range-
can't even reach my fucking.
Yeah.
rope.
Yeah, no, it's
He
150.
cannot reach my rope. I'm pulling this fucking rope up.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
He's-
500
yeah,
feet
he gotta
down.
go.
I don't know if he's.
Are these things afraid of mayonnaise?
I mean, you can try.
Pour mayonnaise on this guy trying to escape. He's like, "Oh!" It's just fucking.
Make him tastier.
Makes them slip off whatever
That's
he's trying to climb to.
cold-blooded.
Yeah.
Do they have? They would look like they have a strong scent that I could throw vinegar into.
Put some honey on him.
Can I make them sticky?
I just
You
yell
don't like sweet stuff.
I'm like, hey, bro, you got this. Which way do we go?
He's like, no, what do you mean? I need help down here.
Run fast.
How?
You're so far down. Hell, hurry up.
Just come down here. Help me.
How?
How many are there?
Cast hypnotic pattern on all of us, and we
There
just
are 4. I don't think I could jump down with rage and take on 4 by myself.
500 feet now.
I could probably
20d6,
realistically
10d6
get down
after
there,
rage.
but I'm not.
I
Getting
can
down
get down there.
flying
I
jump.
might die. Trying to
Here, this will be my fucking attempt. I throw a card from the deck of illusions down there.
Okay.
Oh, that might.
This could be big. This definitely could be big.
What
All
do
right.
you?
So you have to
Yeah.
roll.
Well, yeah. Let me look it up real quick. Hold on. Deck of illusions here. And you said you had there was 24 cards in it, right?
24 cards.
24 cards in it. Okay. Let me see here.
I got nothing.
Is the range even that?
Yeah, that's fine with me. It's fine.
I mean, it's a cavern, right? It'll just keep going down.
Yeah, it'll just go down until it hits the bottom.
Exactly. You're not going to be able to like move it, but as long as it gets there and scares these things, it's fine. Okay.
Just
Let
the
me
illusion of Wodan. It's like, oh, no.
That's
The
definitely
least scary
tastier.
thing.
No,
They're
no,
emboldened.
oh, man, damn it.
like a dragon or some sort of scary thing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Let me see. 24 cards, you said? Okay. Give me a... Yeah, give me just a D24 in roll 20.
6.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
It's a Charizard.
It's a Charizard. No, it is not.
It's a bigger spider they think is their queen, so they rally.
So they
All
ra-
come together.
But there is it is a Etten. So if you don't know what Etten is a big two-headed orc that is quite large. It's larger than these basilisks. So you throw the card down. You can see kind of illuminated by the rock from earlier, a large, big, just ugly two-headed ogreish creature appears with like a club in one hand and a battle axe in the other. And just kind of like lets out a next to these basilisks, and I'm going to make a wisdom saving throw for the basilisks. They are very dumb. So let's see.
Climb.
It says on the deck that it's a DC 15 intelligence check, I believe.
A DC 15 intelligence check. I believe you are correct. Okay, yeah, successful DC 15 intelligence check. Now, this is unfortunate.
I'm loving these rolls, bro. I'm loving this shit.
A DC 15 intelligence check. They have -2. Oh no, never mind. They have 2 total intelligence. So that means they have a -4.
4.
And I rolled an 18. All
Oh my
right.
god.
Which means they
Okay.
barely fail.
Dumbasses.
So yes, luckily the basilisks are very stupid, and they kind of see this big Etten and kind of roar at them, and their eye things like not work, and they're not smart enough to realize why their eye powers are not working here. So when that happens, they kind of like scour, but they kind of get back a little bit and look a lot skittish, and they stop advancing forward. And let me roll for fucking the Snarfiblin.
You just yelled down at him, bro, keep climbing.
That's all I got, you freaking clown. Hurry.
Oh shit! all right, I'm going. And he just starts like slamming the pins into the wall and climbing up. And do you have the rope down there, or you pulled it all the way up?
I pulled it like 50 feet up, but if he's starting to make progress, I'll let it down a little bit.
Okay. So with the Eden coming out from the deck of illusions and kind of the Eden just standing there menacingly blocking the basilisk, it does buy him enough space and time to get up towards the rope and start climbing the rope all the way up. And he gets up on to the other edge of the gorge. And he's like,
just pulling him up.
holy. Okay, yeah. As soon as he grabs you, you just start pulling him up, and you like yank him up, and he kind of like flies and lands on the ground. And just, holy shit, that was the close one. Whoa.
Who the fuck tries to run across?
Oh, I do it all the time, all right? That's like the fastest way I get across the gorge. This never happens.
All right, Broham, we should move quick. Where are we going?
In there. Let's go. Keep going. Forward.
What is in there?
Is he pointing us in the bone path?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only path.
As we're
there is,
moving,
right?
I'm just like, hey, bro, what's with the bones? What's going on, man?
The bones, he kind of like looks around noticing the bones for the first time, and he goes, I'm not sure. This is not usually what's here when we come this way.
What is
He's getting fed to
usually
this thing.
here?
Kicking him in this goddamn.
What'd you say?
What is usually here?
It's usually here. I mean, it's usually like 3 different paths that we can go down, but today there only seems to be this one giant cavern. It's usually a fungi forest, and it's pretty peaceful, but it doesn't seem like we have that luxury today.
Wait a minute. What do you mean?
I'm going to cut the ropes back into the 50 feet increments and give them back to people, as well as cast mending on the things I cut, so it returns back to normal.
Okay. So you guys begin down the way of this path of bones and whatnot. And as you all enter the cavern and come out or start to make your way through it, give me perception checks.
My perception's been so bad.
Sus.
Natural 1, 3.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. What the fuck?
11, so 9. Who is the perceptive one now?
-2. Perception is our best one. What's you get, Jeremy?
10.
Holy good lord. Listen, we're all flustered because of this clown ass.
Hey, we're going to this really suspicious area. Everyone be on the lookout. But
Can I technically
So
get advantage on
weird.
this because of the resident of the Underdark?
Sure.
It's like Majin Obama's camera work. We're all
Plus
just staring
2
at the
soul.
floor with. We're just like,
11.
11. Okay, so 11 total. So 11 and 10 were the 2 high scores, eh? Okay.
Yep.
So as you all make your way through, you guys are all kind of berating Jimbo and just kind of collecting yourselves.
I'm trying to get the path from him in case he falls into a fucking pit.
Nice.
I'm like, where is the next step, huh?
Okay. So
Every little
you're like, describe from right here all the way to Mantal Dareth how to
Yeah,
get there.
I was like, that was too close.
That's tight.
so he begins kind of breaking it down for you, like the direction you're going to need to go past this, presumably this
I'm writing it
cavernous
down.
area. Okay, and you're making sure you're taking notes and writing it down and whatnot. And as you do, you all begin to kind of step towards this like bone area, and it's getting to the point where it's hard to avoid the amount of bones on the ground here. And as you kind of like continue to step and you crack the bones underneath your feet, you can see out of the corner of your eye. A little bit too late because again your perception checks were real bad. Some of the bones begin to move like just sentiently, kind of like by themselves. You don't see anything manipulating them. And then kind of in the middle of this bone cavernous area, you see bursting up from the ground is a giant like angler worm that looks like this. It's got these like spikes on the side of it that just kind of burst from the ground. And it looks a little zombified. Like it looks like decayed in some areas. The pinkish skin is kind of turning like this really dark purple and has these open sores in different areas. And riding this angler worm is this like humanoid just made of bones itself and seems to be controlling all the bones around you. And I believe we're going to start next episode with an initiative roll.
Son of a bitch.
Looks like Friday night.
Fucking Jimbo.
Jimbo the clown, man. I can't believe our perception
Jimbo
is
the
so
clown. Hap name.
bad. What is our perception, dude? Holy
thing
smokes.
is,
I was like,
this
man,
thing's-
Jimbo's pretty sick. He's very competent. He's got his shit together. He's helping us out. I'm digging this relationship. Then he just starts the fucking Naruto run across the fucking rope and falls off. And I'm like,
This thing is huge.
Dude, my deck saves are
Yes.
only +2. This shit sucks. I get on this rope, just like the last rope. I'm like, I got this, and you said dex, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not good at this.
How did we all roll a natural 1 on perception?
I was concerned about this path. We almost got lost in the Underdark.
We
Very
did.
close.
Every time I
Well, we
see a
did not.
rope, I'm like, I'm strong. I just forget.
We all need to start becoming professional tightrope walkers.
Apparently, fucking circus.
I am.
It's been twice already.
I can cross ropes.
Yeah, you guys. Are
But I never do. Because I'm the one setting shit up. Why am I always the one setting shit up? You guys just want to... You just throw me over there so I can die.
You have a fucking.
You're the one who
climbing speed.
volunteered.
I did.
What?
Climbing speed and a goddamn dragon. You're fine.
I'm fine, yeah, but I'm saying that, like, maybe from now on someone else should do it. Because, like, I can get across.
That's fair.
Yeah, so you can set it up. That's the whole point. We can't get across.
In this instance, anyone could have. Because it was levitate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the levitate. Yeah,
Well, the good news is it was an episode well done, and we all lived. We made it across.
yeah. For now.
Ooh-wee.
I haven't
Nice work,
taken any
everybody.
How
damage besides that trap.
Yes, that was like the only damage
That's a
we
lot
took
of
all
damage.
episode, right? We're good.
Ever
how the
since he
orcs-
fell off the rope, I was like, I'm gonna pull a card. I'm gonna do it.
the orcs were like, "Hey, we want you to like check this out. We gotta talk with you." We're like, fuck all these guys."
Yep.
like, fuck all this.
As soon as they have some fucking judicial system and they're not just fucking like, well, I was like, oh, I'm out of here. I'm not fucking. What are we lawyers? Like,
Yeah,
what the
what-
fuck? Fucking killer.
Yeah, I was like,
have,
she's.
have a makra or something. I'll
I'm
fight.
like, she's in on it. They're like, yeah, proof. I'm like,
Go.
shut up.
There was an attempted assassination. You don't want to fucking just like ask her some questions. Just
Yeah.
fucking
I was like,
let her go.
bro, let these rioters just eat her or something. Like, I don't know. Just fucking...
That's
I like
orc
how I
society
didn't
is.
describe rioters, and you guys are just trying to manifest them.
I never
Like,
said
oh,
that.
yeah,
I would riot if
Like-
I was an orc and my dude got fucked up. I would just be punching people.
It's just them who said rioters, all right? I was like, everybody
Yeah,
be cool.
I didn't mean the whole party.
You got to go after old people.
That's true.
I sold kids drugs.
People
You didn't sell them. You just
You
gave
didn't. You gave them away. First taste is always free.
Well, it was like a quid pro quo.
come back.
well,
Well,
that was
like
a
a
fun
bribe,
little
I
episode. We'll be back next week as usual. Hopefully
Yeah.
you guys enjoyed. Thanks everybody for coming through and playing and watching, and thanks for all the big raids. And I'll send you guys to Stevie Boy. I think that's where I'll send you guys.
Yeah.
Since he's streaming. Oh, he's not even playing Jump King. Boo.
He's playing Tekken 7.
Whack.
Hashtag the boys.
Can you
Amazon
guys go
Prime
in there and
original.
tell Steve to go play Jump King? I'll run a quick ad and send you guys on your way. Thanks for coming through, everybody. Catch you guys next week. Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.